da fofra o twedi ampo nyankrompo no ede amayen na wabie ye pono ogusu a ekuta pono no mu a won kantu mu emfa emayen yede na ase enye hofe ye sika ye tumi ye suku bia yakọ ye positions bi ekuta yen eyo no ana dom ene ne humobro ene oda so a ekuta pono no mu a won tu mu emayen ni nim se enom yensa boyi na apa ho sima kakra na no nsi edi kan bo na no nsi a etosumienu no emmo no na oche so nyame a oche ema no so bia so no wache ama asome no mienu so wom se bia bo no miense ye ntohwe edwade nye wafamu a ba kokora obi anyi nenso ekasima mienu ekasima miensa ekasima nan timanum ema no nsia na ba a ono adakoye ne mfi apem no obeche amana so jebe so amen abzanfo Owia television so ni yamo akwaba yamo atenase Owia na sren so mesi yankwa ya wia no na Owia ni pie saa no a ase nyehye ase ye nwunu a ye tenase efa adwene etoato adwene edi nkomo a eyeye unse untimi no obi emfa adwene wa wiem but ye wia we no ase eye nwunu anu nti no se ba bibia Owia no ebe hye no na onyankopon edihene edinim ewo ho no so tiase yamo akwaba yesaso ye live or precise 105.9 FM so precise 105.9 FM so djumedie etwagu ewo so saso so na ye streaming live we social media handles ni nyina so okọ Facebook a mesro hwehwe Owia TV ewo Facebook udro no mo a na wa like so subscribe ya subscribe so tiase na fi share share se Owia bia pie nti amanfo emedi akire na yemfomo enkobo sha asase ne so okọ YouTube so a eye Owia TV na Owia TV official Owia TV and Owia TV official also so no o subscribe so na wamia eye bell sign no nti abra ye di dwuma bia bia ye di dwuma bia no so ebema notification no aba be join na enema ye nkomopa ye bo adwena ye fa no ososo no wanyera so na ososo anya ochefa e de afrim na wokọ TikTok so a eye Owia TV official also so no follow ye ne a so ye nkomo bia ye de bia no ye streaming live e wo TikTok no so me de e de nana ya bo amamfo efrem lebia boga dwumade Dominic Akubuaten Kukua Veronica Jando akosia somwa ya Grace ni ene eye Simon ne nana ya one buzinum asante ebo no nyina team ne nyina eda ekabom atamechi ama be bia wo bia no yetimi abane aba besomwo abuzia wadwenkyere ne nsusuye social media handles ne nyina obetimi de atoto hono mo obese ode ba say ye text message na say WhatsApp message obetimi de afa 0243 220044 0243 mesi yeguso o Ghana mantinim so ho enje de se Ghana atade no na untimi nsha o de try so ho say within March bosumi nyina no waduane a wobedie nyina no enkoye Ghana aduane so ho etoda na wafufu tokakra na wadi so ho etoda kra no a na waka betie so that I say face the wall so ho Chris Brown na waka na wadi waka banku so ho na mankwala no edibi na omo ehu omukrom aduane se ne yesitie eba saa no a ye de efi se ye didi o ba ne ye boa na ye boostu eye yankasa ye local market no so yensesa yensa kakra so ho na Ghana mant ye nyina ye moa na ye nchechire ye my Ghana quick ye mobonsam no so kakra ansa na eye mama bedwafo akwaba mamini kan emamu hu no se de bia ye no abedwafo a ekan ho awie ama ye di dwumade no mabedwafo mo ka me ho awie abedwafo ha enti wei eye emperimfo a eka me ho awie ama ye di eye dwumade emperimfo a eka me ho awie aha enti emperimfo eka me ho awie ama ye di dwuma no ora Vincent Asarebedi akon eye former NDC parliamentary candidate ewo Offenso South former NDC parliamentary candidate ewo Offenso South constituency enei ose etua ni esa nyine for wo NDC mom emfa tumi ma no na o me deputy Ashanti regional organizer emfa NDC Vincent ebeji akonya na yedi nkomo de afa Ghana ho owura kwasi chei Owura Kwesi Kyei a former director of communications at the Emma NPP. Former director of communications the ma NPP. Owura Kwesi Kyei so ebekan ho no agye akonya ama yedi nkoma fa Ghana home. Owura Robert Dambo so eye Asante Regional Secretary at the Emma PNC. We Asante Regional Secretary at the PNC, People's National Convention Party no wono ene etwetwe for penny at the Emma wonum. Enti me guesta omo beka me ho awie ama yedi dwuma no abusiafo enie na yemobɔ nsɛm no so kakran na fi yenya konya na yentenase na yenhyase emfa emfiri eye mampani John Dramani Mahama honum na mampani John Dramani Mahama ho aye kono mampani dia to dwa se galamse a yeka ho asɛm no so okona yeden na de ama kona yeden ne se ono ane party NDC fo no bebre na eye galamse ne bi NDC fo ye bi MPP fo ye bi ama ahemfo no a ensase ye omodia no omsoso omo ye bi ena kroma no so ho ukokro bi mu a boys ne girls e okromo no eye galamse ne bi eto suma sojafo so omonko na nsuo na yese no ensase a yetutum na wo mu a yese no omonko stop yo mudu kro ne mu a na ahemfo assemblyman kroma no atwasha sojafo no so se ade na ese no omo be ni ye no omo so omo mpene osi amakona ye den pa nti obesre si ye nyina ye nkamum enye politics nto nchen ye nyina ye nsum na ye nkono so obeko onim se na eden na obeko na ye digalamse so enkone mampani John Dramani Mahama.
Illegal mining has eaten into the fabric of our society. Illegal mining has eaten into the fabric of our society, and I must say that it is not only a menace to our society, but it has involved the circle of traditional rulers, political party appointees and everything. And so even when one party changes, those who were running some operation who were to one party will go to the next party and say, oh, now that you have come and take over this operation and let's share, and we too will be getting small. This is what we're doing. And so I don't kid myself that we don't have our own people involved. And the work of the NIMOS is not easy. They go to a community and the chiefs, the youth and everybody come out and resist them. And so I didn't kid myself that we will be able to win that fight overnight. But we cannot relent. We must continue. And it doesn't help when we have crisis in the cocoa industry. The low price that was paid to cocoa farmers made some of them give up their farms for gold mining. And so we had hoped that with a stable cocoa price and farmers earning more, they'll find that keeping their cocoa farms is more important than selling it for gold mining. Unfortunately, the cocoa price has crashed, and we've tried to maintain the price higher than our neighboring countries. What we have to do is to make sure that there's no smuggling into our country, because then what it means is with our price we'll be subsidizing the Cote d'Ivoire farmers and other farmers. So we must make sure that we're not having cocoa smuggled in so that we are paying a higher price than they are paying. We're hoping that it will stabilize with the new automatic mechanism we're coming with, so that farmers know that they're getting 70% of the price. So if they take their calculator and they calculate 70% of the international commodity price and do the exchange rate in cedis, the farmer will know how much he's getting instead of a producer price being announced. But like I was saying, we're going to put more effort into the galamsey. One of the problems we have is we don't have patrol boats, especially on our waterways, for NIMOS to continue to patrol the waterways. So in many cases,
President John Dramani Mahama and Yetene Kano on galamsey any cocoa and oka edibomwa odi hun komono. So baby a yedru no yenyisi edebe ya manyo semeto nchane odnoa ne party for ono ane party NDC for ene so haha ne kra no aka people a omo ewo appointments kra no yes ani amane bi nti ekone den duru ba bi a nemosofo ya ote wo mi sojafo yi ombetimi ombeba awura kru bi mo ade na ese na omo kwakwa ni yi no na kuruma ahemfo assembly members nyina beto aso omo so ade omo mpene omo nko stop ade na ese no ade na ebekunye no omo se de omo mpene omo stop nti sa de bisa no oye wadwene se obe stop obeto ase a enye bete enye mre no se obekoso a na galamse kon no wako na okasa kakra e de fa koko bebia yaba bedru as oman ho yanto aso mampani John Dramani mama ne nkomo no amana nso a osa kasa e defa electricity ho abusafo for me no mienu edi ho adanse se yemfa politics entonche the rate at which your light bill no ene menka se ye meters ne esi read no dak ano odi hu ano hye debi yentimi the rate at which meters ne read say no ano odi ano hye uto 300 uto 500 na eja wani da so said obekọ kakra abro so bia a week na 2-3 days bi da so na adena so onko check aka be 20 cedis aka 22 cedis aka 30 something cedis na adena so red tak o check so a nye bibi extraordinary bia na wo ye na ofie onomo as usual wo fifia no pa obefie anwumre nom ene ade a nti jak o check ade na engeze President Mahama Kaseɛ edifa electricity ho se ECG ebraso se yema ankrankre private sector no ebora ECG mu na eboa amayen kania ho nsensem ejina yi mampani chechire mu yi ede kire yin se
reality. When we talk about private sector participation in distribution of energy, we're not taking anybody's jobs. We're saying that the billing and metering is better organized by the private sector. That's all we're saying. Electricity company will continue to sell their power. And so and I say this because I've been part of the privatization of the communication sector. And I remember when I was deputy minister, we were told that communications is such a national security issue. If you privatize it, the CIA will be listening to our calls and what and what. Today, the communication sector employs more people than when we had only Ghana Telecom and Ghana Post. They were together, you remember. It was some state-owned enterprise, PNT. It was not even Ghana Telecom, it was PNT. How many people did PNT employ at that time? Today, if you take the workers of MTN and all the downstream digital employees and fintech companies and things, we are employing hundreds more people than PNT used to employ. But we're saying that ECG is not going to be privatized. And I want to insist again, ECG is not going to be privatized. There's not going to be any people who lose jobs in ECG because of private sector participation. ECG will sell the electricity to the private sector and say, we're giving you this amount of electricity, pay us. And so ECG will get its money. It will have its employees. It will pay its employees. But the private sector will be responsible for billing and metering. And so we gave you bulk electricity of this amount. ECG was sitting and waiting for you to pay us our money. So you will go to the houses and make sure the meters are working, you make sure that the people are paying the bills, and so on and so forth. So let me explain again. It's not privatization of ECG.
President John Dramani Mahama Nchechirimo Dema yes ebi ayadwene yes somo eka somo ma private people abawura electricity niamani mu a ya na yadwene nyina akwa yes aban ne person ton ECG ede MOB and o say entesa Nchechirimu no na ode amaye no na mampani esa Kaseɛ ede fa adwumayefo aketu ya ho mo beka ya enra na close tag for omo efi omo strike mu ebe adwuma enra na close tag for if you almost strike mo a beg you no kromo nya man sa omso mbeba ne next week Tuesday if say na days here we enimu nyina na kwakwa holiday yenuanom Muslims no omo esala omo babedint no ama days we enimu nyina holiday sa de kosi yakopon ya doma Monday Tuesday eno be resume adwuma mampani kasa de fa adwuma efo aketu ya ho oso ogitum se adwuma Ghana adwuma efo aketu ya nye ani nyina so begina adwuma no ayebeye no se ekoso aye abaye adwuma biara abaye adwuma yekoso aye ne memfa ho time bia wo pɛ bia na wo kɔ adwuma time bia wo pɛ bia na wo pɔn obi anka wo de kyɛ onwene wo man ne ho a na ne wo abosome so ne sɛ wo hwɛ ne mu sɛ aban tamaketu ya bam emfama wa ne akoya anase eba nti yenyina onsomo ne nipa si ye ne ya sika ne beba ema opani no ono na bedidi ho mampani John Dramani Mahama.
This government has nothing to hide. What you see, this government has nothing to hide. What you see is what you get. We've come a long way from the period where you had two different economic statistics. The statistics that we give you are the true state of the economy. And so today, we will show you what the size of the national cake is. You need to know what the size of the national cake is before we all decide how we share it. If we don't let you know what the size is, you believe it's bigger than it is, and your share is smaller. But if we let you know what the size is, then all of us know that the share we're getting is commensurate to what the cake is. And so the only way we can get a bigger share is to grow the cake bigger. And that's what this government is about. For the past year, we've been tightening expenditure, making sure we eschew waste so that we're able to grow the GDP in order that we can invest in infrastructure and grow the economy and thereby create more jobs. But until we all are on board and know that we must work together to grow the cake, create more employment, then we'll feel that somebody is enjoying more than the other. So I'll set the tone with my speech, but after that the Minister of Finance will also give you an indication of what the size of the national cake is. Cake is not a traditional food. If it's king cake, what the size of the national king cake is, so that we all know how many balls we can share, and all of us will come to the table and share it. Nobody is going to sit and then after some people have eaten, then what is left over we give to organized labor and other disadvantaged groups. All of us are tightening our belts together.
For inti yehu teacher unions ahodo no womo leadership ho yehu closag Dr. Isaac Bampoado executive secretary of that closag no on any leaders e ho nom yehu so ho adwumayfo organized labor ne de yese mumpenimfo nyina no na enra omo e wo ho nom a na omo ne president edwentwene oman no ho ba bi oman ni gina ba bi oman ni yepese yekọ ene me da yanim de yepese ye na president ebo so kakra e de achrom na utie president ansem no a okase miwie ama finance minister ba na finance minister so kasai Dr. Kaseɛ atoba forsen okasai na ono na asem okan no na manipa bebre eyemahye wo mo kakra se ose eduru ba bi a bosome so a agesa ban kobobosia efri ba bi ene de be soso ansa na yetimi etua Ghana adwumayefo ka ose ye toda bi a aban ekobobosia be 17 billion Ghana cedis okobobosia be 17 billion Ghana cedis eno de aba ansana yetimi etua Ghana adwumayefo ka nti ubisa se nti odwumayeni no ede no oye so hunti se odwumayeni ni ye adwuma na mfaso ma ye be de ne awrane company na ye frene Ghana no company na ye frene Ghana no so odwumayeni na adwuma oye no ye ntimi nya mfaso anase ntimi yetete a ntimi mfa entete ka ne mfiri onom na se ka ne beto akiri na agese ye kobobosia na ye de aba be so kakra na ye nyae no so na ye de yete adwumayefo ka the company Ghana ye be de ne akoyenim enti finance minister
paying for statutory funds and debt service from non-oil tax revenue of 183 billion Ghana cedis. What was left was not enough to settle Ghana's compensation bill. This also means that government of Ghana had to borrow 17 billion Ghana cedis to pay Ghanaian workers. Simple put, we borrow to augment what is left to pay for Ghanaian workers. Your Excellency, the drivers of the rising wage bill and the compensation costs are as follows. We have the annual base pay adjustment, growth in employment levels in the public sector, request for introduction of new incremental adjustment in existing conditions of service. Example is institution-specific allowances that we've seen that it is coming up. Legislative and administrative approvals leads to enhancement in pay and pension obligation arising from improved condition of service. These days, almost every institution is taking a bill to Parliament for approval to get a new pay structure. Your Excellency, under the legislative framework guiding the pay structure in Ghana, there are various legislative instruments that contain enhanced conditions of service for some public institutions. Some of these laws are in contravention of the provisions in the 1992 Constitution. There are also enabling acts that empower boards of public institutions to determine the conditions of service of staff without recourse to the Minister for Finance. This is also a contravention of the Public Financial Management Act, Act 921. Undoubtedly, the various enactment and
Minister Dr. Kaseɛ Latoba Force and Susun Chichimo de Mai and Intisena Mekano about 1.17 billion Ghana cedis. I want to make a boss Abosian the best Soskaso and Sana Itimi Etia Ghana Jumai for Eka. Rasam George, a communication minister. For where so see and come back to Ghana for ye depa. Yes, see a barber register, yes, SIM card, ye chip no, SS ye phone munua, it's me may ye call. You send a text message so home. You WhatsApp so you say Facebook oh nina. You say chip ne barber register for the Ghana card e barber ye. Na communication minister Rasam George achichim say ebenam so ema omo mubu amanfo mobile money fraud the sister New London any ade ade na ya na kokoso no for na mpacho me sendi mu mu bi na ababe so phone so nti check me boko du bia mo bosta de ende no mo de boy kro no o se benam so ma ejai ba ni papi buza say na say SIM card registration edika ye bi nti whichever way kokosi ye no say corrections bi o hono manye Ghana card kro na yes aso ade akwakoye aden na mon synchronize with eye nipa no data ewo NIA na yemfa enye sade no ebinom so okay omo take biometric diamaniema na ombefa yenim betwa wanim ene de ende wonsa ene ade nyina but say is it here no amanfo fi say omo saso de befa na that stress ene trouble mu because ba kona mame eslausu the then communication minister omo ye in 2020 2021 2022 no ebi kura nye omo de enwie ene yesa kofa wi abe Honorable Sam George in Chiremoni.
Is this the panacea to Momo fraud? The intermediary is not going to be paid a peswa from the Ghanaian taxpayers. Either you as an individual or the NCA as an institution. So no taxpayers' money is going to go to the technical partner providing who will be selected. And let's be clear. I've seen a lot of things on social media that the minister has directed and given the contract to a company. Please, as we sit now, the request for procurement is at PPA. For those of you who follow the Atu forcing regime, to do any procurement, you must write to him. Get him to give you a commitment authorization. You take the commitment authorization to Public Procurement Authority. They will cross-check and verify before they give you the permission to proceed to do the procurement. It is only after you've done the procurement through an expression of interest and all the co-meaning of procurement, very large extent, I believe that it will make Momo fraud very expensive. Because today, even if you report and we are able to even deactivate the SIM, the cost to the fraudster is 10 Ghana cedis. That's the cost of a new SIM. But if we deactivate the SIM and also block the device that is connected to that SIM, and he will have to spend some 2,000 or 3,000 to buy a new phone. That in itself is raising the cost of committing the fraud. And if he does it a second time and his Ghana card is blocked, he actually loses access to literally every government service. Because today, literally almost every government service, you need your Ghana card for it. So the cost to mobile money fraudsters is being raised to a level that will make it prohibitive. I won't stand here and say that it will bring mobile money fraud to zero, because you couldn't stop Satan in heaven, you couldn't stop Lucifer. But we are sure that we'll be able to go after the right people. Today, if you report a number and we can identify the transaction flow with the platform operator and realize that this is a fraudulent thing, there are steps that we can take to identify who that real person is. Because today, some of the numbers, when you try to trace, you end up going after some old man or old lady sitting in some village whose card was used to do a fraudulent registration.
George, why ningo pram MP saso ye communication minister and me say komo we ye dia but we ye besa so atena se na ye rewrem kakra na ye busa questions na ye say ye benya answers to our questions no because me no mienu ewiase a ye na ye bekọ akosala we awianim ye na ye bekọ akwakodom pem wo MTN office telecell office 80 omrenze eteltigo om offices na they say yes aso akwa re-register ye sim card ne bio ye Ghana card kro ya etise there is another means ye betimi afa so a omo emiye hu na ye mpenchechemu yi ewo ho minority no MPs ne guso a omo nanti kokofuo ahodo mo omo da so Ashanti region if say last year koko no a ye totoy according to Ghana Cocoa Board omo HS Ashanti region and omo eto koko pa Ashanti region and da first open region 16 regions no a de oma Ghana koko pa ma ye de ko adwama so kokoton ya Ashanti region and edi first ewo ni nyina mu enu nti minority MPs no MPs no aba Ashanti bem ene Ashanti region ba pro koko farms mu omo akọ mekai se omo ekọ eye Bosome frɛ ho constituency omo frɛ ho mo besen call was it omo dey kan call fen so and on besen ekọ Bosome frɛ ho constituency and omo akọ ahafo ano southwest mankranso adu jama tepa ene sa area ho omo akọ ho ene yate se omo atiesim ede omo ani akye manso nkwanta area ho also Cocoa farms ho pa ene akuafo no edi nkomo but honorable Kwabena Boateng MP ema desia ewo Egiso constituency ene busiafo mehu se nkomo yi wo trende ewo ho se de osi cheche nsemu efaye ekwan a MPP fo efi se NDC abanwe abo Cocoa kwani krono ye nunti ensese Cocoa kwani eko esoso eye NDC aban so ene enchechemu a Dr. Boamo tukononom edema manani kwan se Cocoa kwani bi apen wasem mpo ne pese wakwa kotie no yentie Honorable Kwabena Boateng MP edema desia ewo
na papa no yina ye be kai se biribi etwemu na mamuo ne mu aye ne biase nyina ye de papa ni nyina ne yade ekodi ewuo bi obesinse yeko mu a na ye ka ho asem ani yi abrofu mpo awo mu ahoboa so mo akwantuo no ye nyina ni se de omu fa ye se mo kai sa bra ne yeso obi mpo obi ma ebiase gedi ye nyina ejina fa ko sa bra no ne biase aye de no mpo Mampeni Nanado, any Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Wamuti Cocoa no Swana. Sabran one year Habain Pontinu and Cocoa Romote Swana. They and this Aban Siaban, you know. A very ethical cocoa. So, we are Passia Prenu. Also, we are Passia Prenu. And Timay Yasem Kayeba, okay. In Sabras Mamuni Bedin Como, Amusuma Camon Yache. They move a bit me CDP. Sana Mutu Abai to no, and a poor ye. Yes, I say. Anywhere nimu yada, anywhere nimu yada. Get the idea of what I want about Cocoa, who was a no better. Who was so better say, let's say, a million no Makuma could say, and so Sam was so better. And I had 3 times and no see we are Moneta. Was here ya from 4. Ever buy a dear from 4 Lucian for 1 minute Germany. And then 1 hour.
Ejuso constituency MP honorable lawyer Kwabena Boateng Zada Mekano lawyer Kwabena Boateng na yete ne nkano ni nyina minority no aproba omo ebo ewo koko evunti we no mo kono sorry honorable Kwabena Boateng t-shirt eseno ne ade adwum se kokoafuo mu ye ne etiti ye kurase ye ne yakọ kokoafuo mu ene ade pen no atade na eseno no ye frɛ no kokoafuo mu so hu ase samre no enuanom omuwo omo titi kura kese mu kumase ne nkran ne ade no omo sese omo ntade na se ye dada era nam se mo mfamre ye wo de asekra mo mfamre be hye de akoafuom on ye be hye de akoafuom nti ye frɛ no kokoafuo mu Patiase, Santa Dene friend Cocoa mu, no ma share Wellington boot, and then man was on Kuala Toji BBC, Wellington boot, you crajama, who be that so says a Wellington boot near the day. Into a more corner, now on my shebia, or more any cocoa for a could de and come on. Yet I saw the more MPPMPs in her. Every year, yeba, near the Muntia Jume dia Bramui. Yat say MPPMPs no, say so much or mum, you know, half and I'm cocoa fum. Any cocoa for din komo and a half akano omo 88 no 88 na ba ko afiri mabeka 87 no machim ebinam cocoa fum and ebisote parliament edi enkomo parliament na omo ete parliament edi enkomo parliament ne mu ba ko ene honorable Collins Adomako Mensa we MP ede ma de hye wo afigya kwa bre north na MPPMPs dom kakra na aka o parliament no ewie o ma ye nsemtwefo nhye mu omo nsema omo kanyina yetiawa omo so omo catch President John Dramani Mahama say electricity bill any water bill no wonte so kra if say Ghana sikasema yeye oman economy na yeye a na inflation nam 3.3% na dollar nam 10 cedis no ne ade ne yese economic gains no e wo soro a ene osenka ba na kra no there's a light bill kra de osenka de cheche Ghana for ntomu fi say na no PURC for no enti so obi omode betu dwa no omo fi se isusadodo e wo se aban no ehwa so more eno akire omo se yefra bibi fuel levy e de da petrol na yeto no so petrol diesel kerosene ene ebi wo hodo ma gas no nyina ebi de da so omo se de ACC e wo Iran ene Israel ene America for ntemu a enam so ma this week ya won se petrol bo eshutu akwa ebinum kra che se free next week ikono ebesa so akosoro mo no omo esre mampani John Dramani Mahama se odwene Ghana fo ho de a ene sa fuel levies bebrebe no a egugu petrol ni diesel ene kerosene so ene gas so Ghana fo eme to petrol ni diesel abode no wonyi dodo na mfiri so se be ye niema ebe kofom ama Ghana fo ye ho an hare yen Honorable Collins Adomako Mensa MP ema de hye wo afigya kwabre no for so kane osoafo abedi ekira na ohye ya ho anende energy ho ensensem yentie nsem o de tudwa na
for announcement omo ye say electricity any insubo tariffs that no omate so na so ye hye omo indicators no a omo de omo calculation no e fit 2025 ebesi edna me no kase the year say from the first quarter of 2025 to the fourth quarter of 2025 inflation ni exchange rate projection mu ye nyina no abibia no the projected no different from the actual obehwe no na omo ye as a projection higher than the actual and into no Ghanaians have been shortchanged you expect to say by now 4% here omo dia baby so omo teso kura be 10%. And then the first time person di him come so you best PRC say animanim we omo fa meto Ghana for anim na omo sesa rate of 4.1% no omo dia ba no matu be kaya minister no committee bi a so omo hwehwe meters na run abnormally omo 7 days omo for report na and now no ka say you 3 weeks up to now minister no enfa report no emeto Ghana for anim said all your committee no de to Ghana for anim no eno emeto yenim period so force so ehye go say so omo hwehwem no omo hu say electricity for na actual changing consumers a omo betua yaka e dia maye up to now ye nte omo nka Until the first thing I can say, yes, minister, no, so I'm not wanting now. I'm a church report no, I'm the brain no, the accuracy. I thought so, Mensa, one Ghana city levy by. Said them back, one minority, they rejected that particular proposal. The son said, him say, buying and control the international prices. Sabre no na your dollar no, your CD exchange rate no, and what they buy. Minister no I assure you say one Ghana CD 8 ma petrol prices and cost no. Ya bomu koko say no ma bebre wa you need control into munya to wase kakra umantie ene the cost war Israel ne Iran and Tokano. Ama sa one Ghana CD asemi asemo aye kana. Yesra ban say immediately omra back to parliament no omer repeal and run where this one Ghana CD buy ometeso said the bear Ghanaian consumers so ebenya relief kaka.
Honorable Collins Adomako Mensa where MP de ma this year war afidako abre north kane soafo abedi echira na osho maye ke energy honsensem na yete ne kanti fuo levy no obekaya asa 1 city bi no a ye de ekototo Ghana ye petrol ye diesel ene ade so a na liter bia oto liter bia 1 city daso nipa bi start say omo calculations no ene adade na watch say baby o man no ekika kone baby a Iran ne Israel ne America for niema na any Strait of Hormuz o se wan no a yeso o matutum ene fuel price no se ne esi epeja wo wiase adwama so no a yere so paso said den ya we wo de politics enyi e ba be ka Ghana fo nti se be ka Ghana fo a na ban wanya bibia mo wase wanya bibia ma Ghana ni no a na ne sa 1 cedi no a wo de toto so no a ama petrol bo no akwakwa de no nti na ukọ gwel omo filling stations awodo a wo Ghana nyina petrol enam 12 cedis 20 something pesos no senke bia yete 1 cedi ni free so a ebeba 11 cedis 20 something pesos ke ya nsa ana meboa na nka aboa yen nti we ye Honorable Collins Adomako Mensa na LED minority MPs no ema omo edisansem we etu nti awie observe for me guest Vincent Asaribedi Akon kane NDC parliamentary candidate ewo offense so hu Vincent ebe join yen awie na yatena se edi nkomo osaso esre NDC delegate say omo emfa to me mano na omeye the regional deputy organizer emfa ema party no ewo region yemu nti Vincent ebeji akonya na yedi nkomo awie ewo efia hasei so na me wofa kwesi chei former director of communications edima NPP ewo Ashanti region ono so ebekre ho na chese yedi dwuma ewo efia hasei kama eni kura de na no okani post bi kire mi o say on a coordinator for is it persons with disability me kai say okay bibi sa mo say ni office bi kura wa kra ofakwesi chei so ebe join yen na ye di enkomo na miamia Robert Dambo so eka Robert Dambo the Ashanti regional secretary of PNC or the Ashanti regional secretary of PNC Robert so no ebetra se awie na yedin komo Robert de mehu na che na no ya omokoto aba obeye PNC secretary mi abato no that day na me wo ho na me hwese ne vivre no a abato de gitu abi animo ha muze vivre timinua no okopasa sky Robert o so ya na wo sire pipi ne ndizi fo no kakra fa woni zo ze o sweaty enti enonom enche be ma Vincent akwaba na mo the messages about ma catch o say o join here on Facebook no so ana YouTube no so ana say TikTok no so a me say o de oduru ho no mo a o so share so hu share sa o like page no na o subscribe to page no na o follow your pages ahudo ni nyida na o share na o join here so a no am ye hu say be friend me say me show every this part of the country Owia TV so de yesren wo babia yesren ɛwɔ wiase afa na nyina nti yɛtena se a yɛkyea wiase ebia yɛte ya ewia boyi aka kakra bi na bia na onan aboyi ebi obi wɔ America afekura no asɔre obi wɔ Canada wagusu oda what you say obi wɔ Russia afi na ono no ɔkɔ ne kete so nti yɛtena se ne akyea wiase teacher constitution wiamo ase ɔse baby a yɛduro no de obeka ene se posterity ena ebejeje omanyi ene emu amanyofo ebize edubabi se ne NDC for the COVID-19 ene Russia Ukraine war eye politics pa ene de ye hunu se US ene Iran war no betimi enye nsunsanso wo Ghana so no o se twedi ampo nyankrompo ya na bekire na o se ne nchia enkoma Asantemai Koka lawyer Justin Kodia Frimpong a o ye general secretary dema NPP nana ene eye Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Yao Hayford ose Osheyen ena Michael Kotomens esoso chese ono soso ehweyen kusinsia esoso ehweyen mamenko message we honomo Kwame Joseph Bewa Dankwa Kwame Joseph Bewa Dankwa ose nana yabom I want to know whether the president was aware of this when he was campaigning during the 2024 elections. Was the politicians, alliance, including the current government, who deceived the youth to vote for them, and now they are saying this. Why didn't they tell us when they were campaigning? Meaning the exact issue I will come once them, but they be a beye galamse asema president say he will not lie. On chantron chreyen or bejiatum se baby a ye drono on the ohunu say on no any party members a part of a de ekoso say Nana Safo Kenneth or say monyine mo ho Libya me mama ha emma mo atenase monyine mo ho na monsumo mino sene da mosum no Nana Safo Kenneth ye da say Masaudu Kumase Bantma or say Emra som say Ghana ye serious as a country na or say how come should we sit on concern for some group of party hooligans to close down government office in this fourth republic? Na just said the also a just constituency NDC full soldiers and I say NDC coordinators be echo lock it down NHIS party officer hold no motitiru any manager no office no and okasa ede etia or say never again and I was here so sad and so nenchia enkoma honorable Sampine or say or first vice chairman Eddie ewo NPP party nim into amanfo enkai no Bridget Amwako or say ono so ehwe live inti o subscribe so we Facebook kai ho na je se why ne sa ede amaye fefefe o messages or questions or contributions ebekenkan ede amount Mama Vincent Takwaba na yeni enkomo kakra Mame Emma Vincent Takwaba na yeni enkomo Vincent mahen ne fie boko ye de radiasi
ofa baby a otimi se nyame adaworoma baby a oyi efiri nkwasum no baby odi abedru de akire se we are on the right track nyame de abedru bo sha asase no so enti mabo wa fidie su de me de nchi akese ma otumfo nyankopon se wa maye ahoden a yede so de nante de bia na me de nchi a etoso ebiem akofikesiem na na ba akopɛ me ya santini mapade mintimi ma abra me nchi a otekokoso na ba bia wo bia ya moniyo adwuma a wo bo ma santeman na what ya say na unim se na atukwan me kurom hene
ura na ehwe akire sese ura na ehwe asanteman so
what ya say ti na dwam na kenten the second every be me mistake me in the third but
okay na dwamna akenten the second okay
na ehwe akire amaye ti na so ba bia wo bia na mechia wo baby a wo bia na okomi electoral area eye amowi ampa ba me electoral area you sure say
ofenso amowi
aha
ona e electoral ona free ana
na me free
oh okay
so this is here amowi the 7 the person o kan but man kan utrim so what I say man kan utrim amowi ye homecoming your friend say beboa ukuro homecoming na ye de da so nyina ne say beboa ukuro giri say me nyi ya me sorry ya mahu nyina na ohene a waba o primpunchuo kwa amowi ukuro no mo nana osei ade mununkum the second I think say ono so de no
okay
nana so ebo adwuma ye oba ye abrosan bi a wo pagya si wo se na ebe ya ye benya ye friend say ahimfie na ye nya philanthropist bi a na ofri amowi kro eno so ye si library ni no makese e wa amowi kro nti me hwe de nana ba ya o ka kro no mabunu ne mrantie ne mumo wo mu nyina no se na ebe ya odimpuntuo ne beba na me betena wa fidie so ana wo se me bona na aba so se yenso yeta na chi ba bi a wokobia no na ye homecoming no e shase 31st clean up exercise kusi I think 6 April which is Easter Monday no na ye de jumade ne nyina anti ye to yensa afro bibia se wo fra mo wi wati kuro ni din wo ma hoda nso bra na beboa se ne be ya amowi empuntu betimi ayede akoso na enkankane yen ya free kuro no se edane duro a yen nyina yen fo yen monyam embeye na me free a party mu na ba ye ne de na party no panyini eye Augustus Augustus Andrews nana kwasi medenchia kese ma no menu amba akonso ishama lasa ana me bra panyini ono so me chia no bigide se omunto kwande
efa na ojina
da bi ntimi nyina ba bia
omunyina ye ori ano
omunyina ye me mpanyimfo a omu na atetemi ade ma bedu sa mpempenso yi ene ntimi duru ba bia ntimi nyi omu boni aye enti ya basa na ye nkura ne de yakote ba bi na ya hwe mpanyin to kwasa ne be ya de besi bia de aseda so Yankopon, then the party moves on.
Matthias
constituency so mechia constituency executive ene menua abasa mo group baby a wo bia 2 pm so me ba o catch them say me ba me nchia
Mate
na say wono so di wachi den baby a wo bia
na no ne birthday no catch them so be ya di bi na maintain nka
okay
enti me twa no
so chia NDC for Washington region now once I'm coming for deputy regional organizer no ya ba die NDC for amwa Asante region ya de nchia kese mam na ya kase nyame obeye nyame wode ye bekwa kodu bosha asase no because baby ye nam ne no ma ye ne de megidi se eni da so ho ma NDC se ye bekoso adi amamu no ayede ache na insiranka nyankopon se ade no eba ye a wosam me ka se ye betena ha mre bi me ye sure
se na me bebusa se na no ahia kunya we so na wotena ye e na wo so jawia no
tie se
odi jatum se ontia se party no e de mo protocol list ye be ma mo quotas constituency we mfa tumra na omo beko na ye be disqualify omo na ase party no fu soja sa sorry the kind awia no ube soja gidi ene president say 5,000 no na mo fa na ekofa dede bae no yensa mfa 5 nka ho na nye 10,000 say asamasa
we ma me ka akua da nko o se enye no eti we no enye no
eno ano no
so de sitie no na ma asidi abayanim ye kogira baabi ya ne ye kasa yetimi abo party no ho ensempa ne ye na yetimi aye da aboa yetimi gidi say eno kire say we have a good leader Yewura John Dramani Mahama I think say na so eda form eno nti de ye kan bia na wote so ya we say or share ne talk for to all the 16 regions. Yes, so say all the 16 regions now on we mu nyina bi be pie
menim say enne owo asatawie ya ye kase na menim say president was say doma ema brekum sampa ene gene road no okokate sword ama contractors akwa kujina so akwa
sa kwa no afa so da
mafaso
yes achepa me faso maybe na enye encouraging and when you vote for people like as near be adwuma say ya I think say enti ye the president say watie grassroots yesu na why expand the scope na ma na 10,000 me yes we say
was it 10,000 nyam still ano
enya mo mani nyina na benyam
I said yen cast will be enyamu asam na ne ka what I say yen cast will be enyamu but at least ebi obi nya bi kwa obi so twa ya would say ye den beba because 40,000
yeah
it out of 40,000 you for 10,000 this year next year 10 another 10 another 10 near the akowie it 10 obi hunu say ni nua kwa o wani da so say wono so ye den ono so be bedru no so enti sa hope no ene ye pese ye de back to the party grassroots no na omo so etimi anya ni da so say dwumadi a omo ye ma party no party na ni ayede aso enti ye da president ase e wo sa akwanya na wa bia to na unim say NDC all the constituency 276 you see 2 chip compounds over there Megiri say o share
276 constituencies no constituency be able to see 2 chips compound
at least obia benya 2 it we nyina ye ne pa ye wura John Dramani Mahama obae oye o share economy na ba bia obefa free ye ne normal oya nti ye chese ni da so e wo homa NDC ni bia nti media me abetena afidie so de wo say me ka kire NDC ni bia say the president is expanding the scope of Ghana before say he can do the recruitment obi a person onye adwuma ye no.
Na no wote dey see wa dwoso no.
Amete dey see wa dwoso no. Eno dey Megiri say entwaye ye ntime betena wa fidie so nka say entwaye. But entoto ye bi so wo ho a e wo say mpanyimfo no eye dey toto. So atase because u fifi no ase a yes u ko hu chaman.
Yes.
And we ye fie ntokwa. Ntime betena ha enka nsem bebre. Ti de wo nyina ne se de omu ye ne de entwaye but na wo so omu fa due process not to resolve their issue because omu so wo de nti a omu ye sa but untimi fa mbra ne nye de enhye wo nsam emfa nye de opesa wo ye nti ano de you can condemn it anytime bia ye betena wa video so ye be condemn no because your original minister your original chairman your national security your all the intelligence bodies no wa ha ti se bibi ko na nkoye na hunu se e de wo ha beba inform them na anamo bia wo so omutu bia no because we are not in the military rule what I say nti ye de emra ene ye adwuma wo ma we mu no nti no eno ma bi wo ho na wonte ase a for due process na ekwan pattern no so your issue be
Vincent omo se mu amonya appointment no mo frɛ mu amomfa de nti
enya no kre obi ani ho a omo
fra Vincent omo frɛ wa ofa
me phone de se wa wudi me se me ba e dum ya me charge
ma hu se
wo cha 24/7 o frɛ me amefa 24/7 o frɛ me
mo hye omo so mo hye nkwala no
ya de wo mu nyina ne se ehwɛ no de eno de me metena wa video nka se ye nyina ye show mu 100% I think say ye baaye no ye benya challenges bebre e wo system no mu ye baaye oza wo hwɛ ya sa recruitment ya employment withhold no nkro no ba no after investigation no they no say who say a lot of people went back and there are so many positions ye nuanom occupy untimi emrakwa mu no untimi labor law no emma okwan say won nipa no wafa na your friends say wafa through probation time now why qualifying in there untimi kan just okoyi na de it na sa na was set there na was say yen so you expanded the scope so na be ya ebetimi dey employ and crop nti most of the CEOs no bebre na ya adwuma uhwe bi ti say to abrante na owo ho na combat you can see say oba na to agu wa revamp to
adwuma pa
so what I say is one of the fantastic guy me dey bia metena ma fidie so ana ba bia metena bia no that guy no I think say NDC should project the guy very well because we get an excellent person like combat nti abrante na yem kwase ye de ni di agro ye dan oya abrante na errors be ba nti mpanyufo errors ba mamu hwe no
kata so ntentem
ma na hoden a obetimi di ye aduma because these are the people we want so on the city and yet timi di building
I think think out of the box yes out of the ocean
you know say unim say menini free one camp e wadako enkra ne ye
okay me am boss come e wadako gaben
paga na kura pa o na hwe no legon ne ayi nyina enti awu knowledge na o de ma on say tama na awu awo Tor and
Boston no
afeti as they say ono wo Boston no ono kwame na fa na adwuma
kwame wada ko na fa na adwuma afeti adwuma
so at I say kwame na sa fa friend say combat adwuma
oh
tinin kura wo training
Tor ne
Boston no
okay
so they say who say adwuma bi
no tete wo mu no
omu a na o ma be take scene na but the yam then said tama fetching wo picture or me tama woko teki mandate no ewo oba ho be jeans na be bu nkoto dwema papa bompa man
Emma Kwame Wada kusira no
mesra say woko no be succeed.
That's right.
Ampampa combat call no I can assure you say
that's right.
Such a person me dey be make say sa papa no President Mahama should show what the best scene mu. Yeah, I tell you. Kwame Wada should come into the scene. There, papa na me kono ho ni fia na mete. Open a free anopa kosi 10. A free 10 no esi for. But yeah ben e timi kono bedroom no. Unko no osua de. O this sa o kai buku sa. And
ni age nyina
telling you. Na mama no train ya wo ye no sorry no anumre bia okọ jogging.
Wo kai de agide. Wo baby a wadri wa brabom ni ade. Kwame Wada ko
pen. Knowledge ni de won fa ni agro.
Wow.
Eti such unim say family no wono no baby a wono man post o man post o. He will still survive. And the family na nkasa kra wo ideas o mo establish your business. You know so many business I can. He has not permitted me to.
Yes.
But it show say bibi paye dey e wo papa ni mu. Ene wono de bia oni ni di nkoma. Na sama anti metina radio so ameka na say wo se wo ye panyini ni ma opposition a. Ye ma wana e wo say wo di 2 and 3 count because wo so de mabe me ensa ne nan aba. Nti one ye di ja wo no. Se wo ja no ho sa de then it mean say wo mo bra.
It's true.
Wo mo bra. It obi a wo say ye di to me be man wa. Want me I expand the scope. Na chesa wo mo bra.
More bra is true.
When you sit only in your comfort zone, now unko enjoy ya ntiri ma na wo ba no so bo mbeko e. Iti yambia ye fa ne na ase no ko hweta ma me nya opportunity we ya. And now come hospital wona wo hwe edifice am pagesi once na me free ho a. Wan kasa wo ra
say. What the spirit ni before.
What the mayen we ya ne ba na ye ma opposition wo ntimi am perform mo ya. E chese wagu nanim ase.
Wow.
And I tell you, ye nam ne nsemu a ye ko ye bia no. De bia and de bia advice ye say my empri bibia ho. Ade no at the right time na de be ba be to. Enti oye such a noble man.
Mahu say owa botre pa.
Enye easy. Owa botre. O say NDC ba power no. Ya be ko ye be lose no ye de ne ba to ne boss to.
Aye.
But at that time oba no, wuti ni din spreading the whole Ghana.
Yeah, mekai.
And enuan mo MPP kura person on san to aso say won.
Say ono ne jato ho no mama. Is it Dr. Isaac say be so mu? Am Isaac say time so no. Omo ye adwuma kakra. Isaac say free ono mo be early you know. Free ono mo na gidi kura yante hwi biem. Yes, former to be MP yes. The ejigui kura yante won wi.
Ideas ni wo bi mutiri mutiri. E be say President Mahama or kai ne reshuffle.
Ompe bibia na.
Oh, ye mu de.
Kwame Wada ko.
Kwame no onye obi a like ono hunu say wo den mana obeba abeboa Ghana. He thinks about Ghana. But one farmer na ono he will not push it for. Onye obi a obeye na agent say because say unim say I think 21st or so President Mahama is going to ne farm. And on the farm no.
Kwame Wada confirm.
She say opposite the whole Ghana.
The one he grabe na.
Or a farm place.
Okay.
You know president will be going to that.
Yes.
Now course up e hona. E mo abrofu egu ho no. Opposite enye kakra no we will not export rice to Ghana again. He want to champion local rice.
Yemfa abrofo mo no e Ghana
and that is the agenda. Now call land they acquire more than 200 and something hectares of land.
No didua mo
and a pipes now call workers egu now we payroll was starting produce be but enyama in large quantity. Very soon no you better say Ghana mo e where that can produce the whole Ghana ama yenso sa ade he is somebody and you always want to solve Ghana problem.
Oh yeah
ade a ekos we how mine no ye and I think say also no oye abrochire no wotena ho che esua ade wo ho links so ho UNDP project ene sa how to solicit for fund to embark on such a project no abrofo no ba ho de bia be hwe dwumadi a wodi no nti I think say ye bom pa ye say nyame de ne bedura say na be ya Ghana ye be nya no so mfa so pa he's doing well
Vincent new SIM card registration ya ebe nipa bebre kasafa ho say what happened to the first one na ye no what happened to it even first one na ye no enne Vincent sem no mienu bedi ho adanse o namba ntima MTM for no na obun se ni page na ho da so register omo SIM card wonam tafo area ho a MTN office ho won se amanfo da so ko echo register mo SIM card tipe bre na fi say if there's a problem then na amanfo submit to mo data deda me no mienu ye de Ghana card na echo register ye nti SIM card no we synchronize with me data no that's a problem bi ho no mo you can get in touch with me say bia ya boama is it true say we way me confirm me na me come baby me di bia register the ama me ma no nti bia oma me number no say number we eye Ghana card and dia register unimo mo so then ma confirm me me ntimi confirm me no say mo ye free and I Vincent we heading
me jiri say a genuine concern o say nyina ye jitu na ye embracing because ya bre Ghana for ya bre any de bia ye we but and then me tie minister and also enhyehyɛ na it means he wants us to do it once and for all yenye we are ebienye the NCBM because some of us we will not come here and support adia ya but on my who says still na no detection of fraud no is still in existence and adia bia wo ye bia na e wo se wonya nyina so nti a wo ye saa de kro no nti adia bia wo ye a wo ni nyina so bia no e ma asam ka no eye bibie wo ho and in Shanka Yankopon say in Tusuye Trimupo a tie at the chronetia Yura Sam George Persian registration. I think say a laudable, so I was saying also a recommended minister for bringing out once and for all solution to a SIM card registration. But ideally, the process wouldn't be the same as Sekaneno or Kokosala and now we pay their all can. I think say the process will be more flexible than initial ones near and I think it's a laudable idea. And yes, sir, because media said there be a SIM card registration and yasam ketwa. Any pa ba person, any pa go say Ebasana na ma Ghana for no etete and o baby obedi kra no to the bia just obre answer na sa tumi aka I know they natural o call to kwan ko baby omo ye nua no omo UK obi abeka kire o sorry anopa na obi ekọ Germany kra de madam fo ba ko de bi o ka so to da bi kra ye nware ne ekọ pedi ebedi enti omo aye omo system no in such a way say bibia net properly network sane be ya ebetimi aboa ama bibia ye fast ama omo no so atimi aka omo nwuma so enti de ebeka nyina ne say minister Trimupe kra wo ne nsusu ya wo ye no ye be stress mo be ma na ye flexible na nkoye punishment to Ghanaians sane be ya Ghana for so ebeka say de bia aban bia ba obe punish wo sa kwan so enti said your work no the Ghana card is available. Let's link up with the National Identification Authority and then see the way forward that you bet to me and more collaborative a bit me the thing will be more faster because many fraud no a cost pa and easy a cost papa where your system no more they be a woody agra one here among Fosika ye beji among Fosika ye befa and until once we can solve it once and for all I was here and until me jiri say Ghana for dika so mu complaining about keeping on say you better register SIM card de bia but this time around the person ye ma me no money ya papa no mutie ne ye fa no mutie ne say this time around there will be a flexibility way la minister no sure you say obama yetumi register without any kind of inconvenience send be ya yentumi enkonko ye adwuma na yentumi enye because there will be an app which is coming whereby obi bia na obi bia shem kama one connect to Ghana card ebeya entumi enye the and register it when you face any challenges but the difficulty is when you do all this what about those people in the village have you even thought of it and I think say we should be more professional so ebeya ye betumi di ebi mu so we should bring people they will be going to the remote area with motors and other things. Why is a Nipan what TDF na
obey the amano?
Ya mano. And you say yambe bochenku el baby for registration of SIM card. The basadia, but Jesus said Ghanaians will not be happy with us. And until we want to plead with the minister, say they should put up proper measures, sir. Ebetimi ama obia tumi akọ register without saying a word. They say, oh, me call registration, you know, me di 4 hours, me di 6 hours, me di 7 hours. Because another me time is precious to me. When it comes into my life, I dear ba ko na sombo ma me pa ye memere. Because I see say emre and determine where you want to reach in life.
Yes.
If you would demre edi agro wa abraboma, you miss the track. Inti ni kwaze yanso yama yemre ni bebre because already no it's only in Ghana that we work for 8 hours and then we sleep for 16 hours. It's only in Ghana because maybe I make say a time is coming now. We bini na utie mi a try sa obama umuso no aye bi aka ho. Especially we teacher need 2, 3, 4 wapon. You can even sleep in the night. You can do Uber. And I say you can do Yango. Those so that you also earn additional because me there am to me and then I make say brain when I dream when I am let's activate it well.
Yeah.
Prosperity will not come from any government or bad amount. What I say, to this time, no, because looking at the salaries that we are ending in Ghana, if it's a granted class, I might be no paying 100% to Kramaya. Minia still answer yet. Yeah. Because be the so.
Hey.
Minia 3,000 and 4,000.
Oh yes.
What the man handle cry 8,000 out to Ghana now take baby away. And now cry say
single room, self-contained.
One day chamber
hall, yes, say.
I was saying, now we shouldn't seek for only one source of bread because who's seeking for and need to be on one way our problem, because on my way, I did about because I never be in to cry one way. Well, Bakako say president and now or might be autism.
I visit one of my own.
I didn't any.
So hinty among my.
I didn't.
I buy no way he cry and when they make crazy.
I will be born a background couldn't cry background. I why it is the way and then baby I quantity. At least the minister should be up and doing such a way said they would deploy people. Mudi ni pani be con crassy. I'm a marco coyesem registration. Send a bay. I am my men no money a papa no more. Omuntuminko and now Omuntumin because uko class now still people are suffering. I think NDC has come and they are using the machines ye degree a quani baby
drip machines
I think yen yanoma idea so mutobai and NDC so you buy it has been one of the fantastic projects. They be ami busa mo say MC for the area drip no dey omu fa ni agro within 3 seconds wo MC we dey abeto me yikwa we MC we abeto me dey yikwa we one who dey sit here I think say once MC for no eyi kwa no to mu dey yempe motos because ukọ ye nkura na ukọ bi ti say kwapanyini asuboy eni eyi ho aminia so obi faka sa ba be register sim wa before asan wakọ dey menye so say ebeboa ebeboa nti ye make sure say ye won crofo a at least ye betu omuka na omuso atimi akọ no makọ akodi djuma no amaye na ama ye detective fraud a e system no but ebasa na ema obi wia wade ana obi bia we can link up because crofo na omu yisika ni nyina na obi wo wa oyigu obi die so o so okwa no akotwen no akotwen free o die no so no de gu number foforo so
no de gu number foforo
what does enti odi gu sa number no so a e wo se was nka wo trace here also who ni pakro be scan by a system no is so weak to the extent say it mean detect it because even you heard the environment people for no be na uhwa obi okra na no akwaji obi Ghana card there was no restriction obi akwaji obi de no de ayama obi entina to detect errors ne those it was very complicated and not difficult for the system this time around and yes we are making sure say it won't be like said the environment na a day or how by because say we sa fairly the Armenia menya sure say Ghanaians will forgive us again. They will not forgive us. Once we are doing it, let's do it once and for all. Send a obi trezi obi sika no obi year. Once we have the Ghana card, you betimi trezi ya ko hu ba bi oko ewo na yetimi answer the aso no because and then Ghana I think the security services are doing very well. Nano mi hunu police service and Robin they see na incident na pa because of proper security there though we are not up to the task but I know that this time the meaning what na you wadwene say ade a wo ye na obi nhwew anasa odi boni obi hu a wo dada ho e see na I think Sami Jamfi acid ye see no you see say there was the trace
very swift
what I say etimi there and then bebre enye ono nko a but sometimes the security service because it's a national security enye no nyina no mo de ba abontere enti ba ku bi twist kakra bi ana we bastardize them which is wrong because they are doing marvelous work they are doing very well. The men who know security for they are doing very well.
Yeah, it's true.
At least corporate bebree almost 70% even America no krana or what better security system no krana.
Still now billions of dollars on
what I say still now be mutimi penetrate.
Yeah.
Etimi kodi bond
na systems no.
What I say
robust systems.
I think that we shouldn't bastardize the na ye one na ye mu mabam. Whilst you are doing proper work, the best minister say going forward, na ontimi man say ya ebeboa ama ade we ebeye once for because some of us when this one failed, when they call in for another one, we will not come and support it.
Sure.
Because when you come and support it, then it means you so you say ebeboa mine and or mine so minu dia. Ade be konen koya, we have to call a spade a spade.
A spade, yeah.
So that's it. Minister, so this answer say we but you should make sure say it will be once and for all. Na timi aboa ma o man no ayede akonanim na Ghana so yenya ade baako for once.
Mate. The Vincent Asare Bediako woye NDC former parliamentary candidate Offenso South Offenso South and any or say delegates when this monfa to me mano na omeye a deputy Ashanti regional organizer of the party in the way a Vincent Nietene Kano na mamen koma me ofa kwasi che yakwaba na answer na mema me ofa kwasi che yakwaba no me nua bi se owo Greece me nua bi wo Greece Athens na omo ye Ghana fo eja you can say Greece day Athens yan kana Athens ya Greece mina uguma ni masiku eti Greece Athens so is it hona or na any birthday na dia ni kan say omo ye Ghana fo emrantie ene mabawa so hu what did you say baby abefe bia Ghana fo omo di park akra ya Grace be the picture na ma so hu picture no kra de wo deda so hu your friend no Reynolds AJ your friend no Reynolds AJ na oko Greece on my friend no Kobe so hu eti Ray happy birthday wate Yankopon won tu nkonem be ni nyina na call afia could be guess and I ja ono de ni tira ye I'm in the call my school be ni nyina na call my school na ja ni tira ye wa kopie Greece abonte so eti hono di pa kakra eti yengina ese e ma happy birthday Ray Yankopon won sha demum so send me mumu no na men gather boys no na ye ndi de ne wa ha emfa se woni monyam what you say send me mumu no me no maboa kakra no but me here external support so what you say and Ray fa kakra be two we no so what you say na we send na men send me no mienu de send na men send na mum enye mum fraud so what you say na me fa any birthday na emfa mo nyame nshira on to nkodem na hwe ho so yi ewo Greece ono mo e de emaye nyame nshira pa happy birthday Reynolds AJ me mate am ne call if yakobi girls so ne Ray kra ne wo Champon house now was a house one was a house now room 1 was a room 2 and then room 3 so di nyame wo nshira ati o nshira pa over
yeah
akwa ba bio
thank you mania
na ho ye
fine was there
Erade adom me so me ho ye me so me ho
ye
tiefo ne ahwefo gye so
obia
gye so over page our mic ne kakra mame good yes pa over yedi nkomo new SIM card registration make us say new cra SIM card registration because minister catch say wa wo be ya so den wa wo be ye tintin I know my right I know menkoye bia no they will block your SIM card and you should be because you person you do away yes or say intimi nyina free of fraud no totally intimi nyin fraud but at least let's minimize fraud near the ade ekoso ewo ye mumu ne ye telecommunication no over ohun say
it has it be na no ani
over say ebe boa me no mienu
ya baba ya yi and ya be new SIM card and ya be sa ahwehwe animu no na enye kasa ne dosu sam George wo mu hwe ne kasa nso dosu no anya wo mu na be Stubborn Academy ene obi ankore de e be gya ne dim obi ankoye dia ebe block no o mu say wiase no ekosa na abesio oni agbanya ne ba ko yoka hu ejina ho tama ye say enko register sim agbanya no
yes but me kai
so mu yes problem academy ye nye obi ka chi o mu say wa ankoye ya ebe block o another tell say wa fufu abetire wa fufu abebe ena o ka say wa ankoye ebe block o ena so obi ebe yes stubborn academy no block am ya fe say usa bibia ye kasa nkopo ye asema o si ye nya abotre ma ye nyese but I say you can't look at channel. You are going to do a new SIM card.
1 year, 3 months in government, or more 1 year, 3 months in government.
Yeah, they are going 4 years, and I say 1 year, 3 months. How long? Yeah, man, 4 years.
Yes, and we try afine kakra.
And you know, I don't assemble you. Only 4 years, Nibio. And the baby no obey was ever now on 1 year. But maybe there are time, you be a new SIM card. Wait me, I can say, be a upgrade, no. What I say?
Also, time no man ye.
The part of the onion catch him. Work at him, and they educate here. They say, dear man, they come home, pie onion ye. Then they come. Catch him.
I say, you'll be a honor to say, of a cosiche, maybe a Ghana card. Na boy see be a fa. Normally a quack register chip, maybe. Wabra when ya will. It did panacudi bonena ye penachino. It is here. Of a cosichi or tinny baby, onye on pen wasem no, not on na air so.
And to be so be unfine card in your Viviane. Obi unfine card in your Viviane. And not in a measure or trim. Oh, said they know Casanich said, yeah, and dadano, and yet cry. Son no peso painty chair. But we say no, the old cases here, and say, your best difficulties become. By you who say, yeah, Koyano, Omo my ye, I, and ameba. Omo ye faciano na wo de wa nye bi omo ye faciano yes I ton print near the adening na enti de be foforo na oye what is new somebody should educate me meaning maybe I know obi be church me mu because we can say no obi ko fa obi ka no obi ko fa obi ka o facias no ho it is there and as all the na bi ni so it is there and our fingerprint near the adening na ye fine enti de me foforo and ye ba be ye obi kan tell me Obi cheche nyina mu.
Also we ne nkoye te say the momo ye no but they will send a men can say a portal or say there will be an app. So my men can say okoswa would if you do phone see when nimu no ana a capture of face you know you with data no information no BBA but then you confirm it.
The same thing is happening. The same thing. And all board number will be BIA. Banker, the same system. Who use through mobile network in the same thing. And yes, and this car quiet day bay, and I decree. And yet data yan, and yet system yan at the edgema. It depends, I say.
Or see data ways so no, and quiet telecommunication networks, no, and a bay or media, but a back NCA ho, a bay the property of Ghana. And quite to say, Marcona. Information no MTN ho e ko telecell ho into mo na yo mo dia
no say obia de e wo one platform so ni nyina ko wie national identity card ne so information bia wo phone so o phone number o sim o bia o information bia wo ya bia no ni nyina boil down to your national ID. And what is new? The person o mu ba o say nke be nye ni ya e ko ba parliament na ka wo ma busa na questions no we ya no. And NCA boss will be a war, be a communication authority be now, or a press conference. No, I didn't know what makes him and share people's representatives. No questions way because I didn't know all canning in according to some judge. That and I and yet into a baby for that is our understanding.
Yes,
and if for no ben any day, then I was saying Kadada no muya o manye. What I say, then I tell you who the ye. And all catch will be said, I know over block, say. Say maybe be a genuine. If everything, let me say, maybe be a genuine. It will block me the necessary.
How can you say so? Oh, dear, be a genuine?
Because I know I'm the Juma. Everything is clean. We took one made by my passport to crown auntie.
Okay,
what I say? My man can't be a McCoy.
Okay.
Made them make Ghana card and I'm the buyer. And you know, Ghana card, no, I and you use no, I internationally accepted. So we could do baby crown and Ghana or passport problem. You can use your Ghana card as an identity.
Yeah.
What I say? Who baby drew, that's a whole bat through e-gate now. What it was, I be at the amount. Oko bank, who we see canoe at down. So one for Ghana card and qua, who see canoe Zanka. And what is wrong with the system? If it's not wrong, why do we waste money? Yes, say it's going to be
or see, we say taxpayers' money. Na a developer no na a bibia taxpayers' money be no
developer of a system.
Of Argentina or bois.
Developers no this a yes canon say. Developer be so mama ye bibi
software developers
no.
App for
no abano abeka to say oh we dey me frapa because your friend Sam George ntime ya chawo. Oyama country Ghana, not Sam George.
Yes. But the communication minister said it will be at no cost to the taxpayer.
I find a car say at no cost. So run your money capre. And I develop and won't have faden cry. So faden I develop money and your taxpayers' money. And your taxpayers' money. Oh, Baba transaction, I walk out banya, yeah, money capre. No, so I want a time, no, I better when him. No, I call fan in Quadano, no, my cratting in our near the Amagana because Ghana, no, more 5 people. So I'm judging the demon, the Muntimonfa. I don't know a man go away that I or that I or he's just lying to us. What does it just won't work? Well, the American also catch at a cost to be a minimal. People will accept it, but at no cost. They said, oh, catch now, my baby jet, no, dear, yeah, they quite a near fee. One anyway. One anyway.
Ibrahim Mama, a private jet.
I say, we are the quite Petraeto. What to be that? What to be that?
But I don't know yet. Say, you have a coffee dropping.
Ghana, you can say private jet. It's not an issue with Obinia plane.
Yeah.
My change topic. Good, I am now. My point is, any issue of Obinia. The issue was with a private jet. And this is a private jet. Irrespective of the other buyers, say, you say. A attachment private jet. In Yasam, a mem. What the American it's a private jet near the Nanti. They acquire landing fee near Betia.
Yes.
Maintain I be never be broa, you betia.
Yes.
What as your pilot, no near the Adipedium, hotel umbeda, Sanema way in Ano, Ghana of the bear costume. It will be to me that down say, Yakoya near top petro near the co. And the conflict
of a young
with the same card. The young woman tells you, say, Obiano betting the catches it is at no cost to the country. The country near to a day. Country no person ye bibiano. Open hoka. You have to pay for it. And not in a country no honor. You budget for. You budget for the ministry. At the ministry the budget no. And you been all day by your segment way. What I say? And you been all day by cranny laptops near the idea was war crabber. I don't be no idea bibia. And to let nobody fool us. Say, I could develop an oil for the Christmas. For the Christmas, when I say, how much Petruska? Or the idea come be or Petruska.
For the Christmas.
Yes. Omun free to set it now. Omuti a Riba Romani Pia woman. Now for the Christmas be a brand here. What I say? No, the Yana Juma. And to let nobody deceive us. Sometimes or deceive Nipa. On cano crunch. Whoever can be a developer no or by idea na maye. Ne mum idea nanke bia a 5 cities no. Or see, said the bear in
but so far say communication minister no BBC or so to be fancy Ghana.
What do you see? Another man who can't say no crash. I know
was it you are able out this year said they are ABP body, especially with this SIM card registration. A tele men gonna say a internet idea, a ICT idea. And say nipano log into the system. Now say it is at no cost to the taxpayer. Let's say we are BB kakre bi ba say ni say na beka je say at the end of the day nipano wie ye no ye bo ka say ni wan wo ho a. Na just what you try to Ghana for.
Obende.
O say mran ni di.
Ana make answer na mran ni be di no no ya wie. Wa same. Nyama ya na beka je say LGBT ko ma ma sa kra obeka kwhwini. One in the Bessiani, yes, I know. And the one say I had to have money. What in the baby, but then I know. Why, what did I make an say? I think Ghana for Mumma and now. Maybe they are concerned, they said you will see plenty old one, black. Say, and yet, until you are not going to do the best one, you are going to do a new SIM card and over my debe. I think me, what I may say, features here in idea, Jumaya have a cane. so obi wo ho ne bia saa time na okoye ne de no se bia bibi chechima na nka wo onene kasem no as a minister no no akase bia sim card no ba bia ye duru ni na ye pese ye ABCDE enti wo a wo de no wonya ni sei no kona koye na ema system no nya proper
enya complete
that is all ko bia obi kura yan fa obi koye ye kura wo de na health insurance ena kokoye ye enti mu amfa mu Ghana card na koye ene ade no ene ba bia ade na duru no wan koye a ye be yi wa free so
ene ye wo bi so a at a time ane ye sim card registration bia na ne Ghana card kura na onhu nti oma obi se be ya on lose ne number no omobi na ye ma no bia this time opeso call update because when ya ne Ghana card no ene ade
no you just update it but what I say but that perception bia wo de to Ghana for so no akona ya me worry so sim card na ye no na ye aven ye ba be the best
but offer
it's going to be the best
ebisu busa say if said there some George Ekan enye no kra the immediate past communication minister so on the deputy immediate past communication minister here Esla Usu and the deputy here is a former Jabin MP is a Poma something ama Poma Boating so mun nyina wo hono it is there some George Kaseɛ first registration here no enye it agese ye fofora na say these former ministers almost sorry free ministry no ma fekra afene kakra ba ye say ke bia bibi wo hono na say Sam George de ne nyane kra they should tell us
how many times
sa Esla Usu ne ama Poma ka
question na omo biza ne say ade ba ade na enye wo ho we just need that answer. But if
some we did, there's some George can say we will take your facial recognition, we will take your fingerprint to the Ghana for thinking our mind did that. It will be a waste of time.
You don't need a rocket scientist to say this.
But so far, you register ebia 20 million SIM cards. You register 20 million SIM cards. Emu 15 million and emu 18 million to be provided. Omo fingerprint, omo facial DNA. Eka ebia 2 million. Into this 2 million, also be Sam George. A process mo be updating omo enyema.
That is exactly what we are saying.
And then Busa say the former communication minister Esla Usu and then the deputy Amapoma former Jabin MP Asante Jabin MP. At least they should also say something.
They may be no beka.
So munche
ya card dey not share mu say ade wan kasa me no te akra ye kasa. Ye nyina ya giatum. Sam George na nkasa no abi no ya wode na mo.
The register. And no abi no wode na mo. Ana anya no abi ajo. Vincent, say me no bi no Vincent and no abi no so aye. And no abi na ye de nam.
Ana wo ya fofo.
And no abi na ye nyina ye de nam.
And to be catch ye say ade ye no nya. Na the question is say ade be na wo mu a enye. But what you say because me wo kukua obi a wo ha bia no no ade de nam.
Yes.
Ene ye hu bibia ye bone. What you say? It obi wo ho a wo koye ne de na ye bone no. Nipa kronko no nko update.
But the communication minister na catch ye say ye bone. Let's correct it.
The bone no na ye see your pese hu. Wo man ko phone we see a time. Me pa cho tia say. Libia burger.
Matias over.
Wo na wo ye no. E ya na say nye.
Media for now there. See how they me mumu kakra obeye bi obia me Ghana can ne koye. Yes, obia ndi fraud me.
Obi defraud wala bo say.
Oh, that me but obeda no obia defraud.
But of no me di dance here boys sister new landing. No wazan.
I just say one na ope. One na ope na onu any landing near see ye de nema ma no na. O de be kwase na de ko.
You offer
and take an out and put an output.
Of a said obesi aka some na chono be dada.
Ya wo be bet me dada.
There be.
Me fear ni pe bia no bet me dada no. Sister ni London. Rabda ye na ye nim say sisters no Canada na US.
If you na pa bia who sister bi London no.
What that fine. The white say kwa Australia. It will be catch us will be in London at the Amano. 85 man, oh please, Mommy can no crunch Sam George.
Okay.
That is not the way to go.
Okay.
Me me per se almost a nipe biano deception and I am na eya. What I say. So be ye bibi ache obi. Ne nipa ko no be ho achire say ade na wo ye na nye papa no. Trust no eko.
Okay.
We no picture na o de bre ye wo Ghana ha. Including mene wo ane a friend say Vincent. Na che say dada na ye no enye afei ne be ye foforo ɛbɛyɛ kama ɛbɛboa yɛ nyinaa only to hear say adeɛ no a yɛkɔ akɔyɛ no friend sɛ wo a waanyɛ no anaasɛ wo a obi a na obi de number bi na yɛ ma wo ne adeade ɛyɛ sɛ wo update no update nso yɛ nyinaa yɛyɛ wata sɛ yɛ phone so ɛduru time bi koraa no a wo whatsapp no koraa ɛtumi ba sɛ update no anaa ɛwɔmɛ asa
yes ɛba
wata sɛ ɛnneɛma no bebree ɛma information sɛ update ebi wɔ koraa na wopɛ sɛ wo change wo code bi ebi wɔ hɔ na wopɛ sɛ wo change biribi na wakɔ akɔyɛ na ayɛ kama enti Sam George wɔnya intro no sɛ wɔyɛ minister o ɔyɛ minister enti wɔnya saa deɛ no na ɔnka nokorɛ no mfa nkyɛ Ghanafoɔ ne nyinaa no yɛntumi nyɛ biribi a ɛbɛ support sɛ nyinaa yɛpɛ ne yie ɛba yɛ na nkɔka sɛ yɛ nyinaa yɛnim no a yɛde kɔtwitwaeɛ no afidie no a yɛde twaeɛ no na afidie no nya papa nti obiara mfa n'anim nkɔsi so ne yɛntwa foforɔ a acceptable
Papa, security recruitment president sɛ yɛde bi ka ho ɛbɛyɛ no 10,000
oh president as well can me de betie ne saa kɛkɛ wos bɛdi ka ka sɛ ma no menyine ne o
hey, president order ne interior minister order defense minister
ayekwa mame ka sɛ mcho Ghana your budget na yɛ de ba this year atofo sɛ be kan yɛ no
yes
recruitment no na yɛ for 10,000
na for say
10,000 no
this year na 5,000 ana okay cheche me
recruitment 10,000 4,000 ekoma military
yes
and 6,000 no ekoma friend say
interior ministry no police prisons fire service immigration yes
10,000 the 10,000 no and a year market for this year which means they say 4 years no 40,000 and the president has 40,000 na me ya na imagine mo ya make sene kakra e say 5,000 no another 6,000 na yɛ ma a friend say
interior ministry
no and I see him for 5,000 and come home money 10,000 into the figure 40,000 no for the 4 years no and ko 40,000 bill it's going to be plus 5,000 what I say
they be offer hold on chichimu
budget no yeah budget ne ba say for the security services no?
Every year this year
10,000
almost funny part 10,000 military police prisons fire service immigration
and
yes
out of that no and almost say 4,000 for the military
Ghana Armed Forces
and 6,000 for
interior
but budget almost year for a friend is saying interior for no 5,000 for this year as our budget no a down into 5,000 people na here for woman and only a day there
no correct
it is a president the ma order see him for 5,000 come home then 10,000 what it means they say I will see a copy piece kafufobi outside that budget no near the bit you 5,000 are you with me
intina abeye say 10,000
5,000 has been catered for in the budget
yes
into the extra 5 no sikano free him just a media budget
and
I be no media account
yes
what I say but in actual fact no one na year for recruitment no 5,000
yes
budgeted for and it's at 5,000 or the aba be count after the people music aba
yes
and nothing the case say finances so they akoda ko to posimu na ko any teacher for year yentu omuka boso me du na year problem beba wa hwe o matiasi town and also the assembly beba
but so for me training for 6 months
o me go training
for 6 months training for 6 months ni nuru no na media budget no akwa ama o ma approve
that is it now you approve kra no say be yes can beba see you approve scar for teachers and I approve
yes
nurse for the aye judicial service for the yetua answer you know unless of course obe catch them say 14,000 teachers no yetua muka catch me
oh but ebi o how much ebi o how much
mo yentua muka 14,000 that is what they are telling us say bia wo ai figure fufu bia betimi dia ba what I say it is a 14,000 no yentua wo muka
but me kai say the education minister address media no a couple of days ago catch say president order say they should make room. Why? The finance minister should make room among class.
That is why the problem is.
Backlog.
That is why the problem is.
And the nurses bear 7,000, teachers bear 7,000.
Yes. That is where the problem is. Why should they take the president to order you to pay? Why?
It was not catered for by the budget.
Budget in a womb. And the budget was
someone I'm for goom.
Please. Anna, you buy a and could be good for you. I'm a 4 months. What is he complaining? What is some people are complaining? Some could and this is funny job woman you buy and never found. What is baby? Debbie. We are buying hard times, and you know who's all you are buying. And that time I won't talk. That time I won't talk when you who's all you are buying. Now you are buying and could I 1 man could I could there. One cousin what post to more. What post to know? I don't come to Muso. I could run it as a Zion. But no come to Muso. 1 high diamond. 1 man casca. 1 man she. I could try there 14 months unto Annika. Was the president order? What type of president in him? What type of money? Does he have to take the president? So be your order and work with Yaka. Or bra what we need budget, we need Kofa, Yafa Womu Ajuma. Ah Boga.
Matthias.
Mummy and maybe you.
Mate.
Because the name one I can see in the Anthony near Kase. And that there was a president, no, and a Beccacho, Wabra Winim. Obia, we minister, finance minister, no. Oh, your budgeter, oh, no, what's your because every ministry be hard than the Beba. Near who they see there and Anka, who is so anymore. Enka, a friend say Mutaka, Mutaka, Haruna, and the Baba Becase, made a number of Michiamaka, finance minister. What's on him? What be make a reckless statement? Be what who for so I say. I name's own higher boss, when I be show me a checkano, and now what runs that. Made a number of Michiamaka, finance minister, the chair. Aya wo wadwuma so ne finance minister ne be ba ko wo akọ ne ho akọ ka say na me call e wo yom dan what would they make an say it seems that nobody cares we just a president and a bema order say nkwada no munti omuka and our president the bema have ordered that they have to pay I have ordered that they have to order what
Mate
responsibility on the part
of the offer question say
and my men so na me fans so say that problem here recruitment omo de aba no said they dan me di kan kan no omo na akofa betu omo so e self inflicted anya obi na akofa aba omo han na mo ka che nkoda no na mo ka che omo chitafo no na the problem na ba age limit na ya de fa security for no ye police ne
mo time no
Ghana they da ho no no
na say
18 to 25
18 years to 25
what is it? And yeah, the fact security personnel, no. Your prisons, police,
immigration fire service
to 25. Yeah. Omupa ya no politics inti. And akokwa mapo as a wine. Your friend kokwa mapo. Ma ya wote parliamenta de bia no okwe.
Dafia mapo.
Ano. One Sam George. Ane enkofo yi bi omo titi wo ya bi. E kan say wo so omu tre age no.
But if I say, yeah,
there be
35 years.
Oh, they call 35 years. What does it mean? It means I want the 10-year be able to home.
Yes, so far.
I don't think I offer 500,000 registers. No, Abba.
But if I no create one, so say, young man obey university be kwa any service. Any idea they didn't be bomwa benya a single room be a high no. Our bet no bet say may settle down no mako pay bia or baby ababe come who say you know. Over no kekako be. A you 40 years old.
And there wasn't Cotrimuka 60. Go for be a problem.
Yeah.
I was at least I wasn't a moment any. Your moment is
25 now.
I
got 35. That's 10 years back in the who cater for them?
Oh, not so more order.
The Ninja almost in your life, mom.
Will be obey. Oh, you have secret now. I have found for a reason. Reason, no, me say, who call him, you know, and your first work.
Yes, offer. But I know be already 35 years, 35-year-old man. Over meeting me. Over meeting me. Man, I cover problem. I bet you almost.
The problem number because I just anchor. 10 years, no. How the account go be on go form. What your age no na to 25.
25.
Oh, 26 but I'm not 26 about 27, 28, 29, 30.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35.
10 years before now become home. 500,000 people are here 1%, which is 5,000. I don't know how expected. And I think that is where the problem.
Vincent, honorable Kwesiche, me of a Kwesiche, say more na mako fasa problem we ediaba more Vincent as everybody akone and this muna mako akofaba.
Of father so I wouldn't say intellectual dishonesty and or exhibit or platform because a normal be or kaya
Vincent Pacho Brani say kakra
normal be or kaya minim say waba ba mu pen with such an experience I don't expect him to be saying I mean to say also gas answer
no kind
first one now president then about Onisika because of budget here read the budget in Hong Kong wow the way government 5,000 now yes fund addition
yes he confess sika we here or the bet your moka yes
in the budget as we speak
and
now
Masa Vincent obusa so odi busa o it offer manigiano
in Ghana here we have two sources of funds and we have the consolidated fund and the contingent fund. So the government can go to parliament to make such amendment for them to use the contingent fund to run the country.
That is not true.
Of Ampacho Meba. Note it down. Debbie, note it down.
Give me the platform.
Debbie Vincent Twaso no be no. I just say yes.
Baby I hear Connie, baby I hear ban. What about any move pay? When there is shock, fire, outbreak, and all those things, the government have the right to move to contingent fund to take money to come in. So,
okay.
And granted, even if you saw, a budget, you 5 interchange or Asante region, Baku Kramutimi. And mono, and then I'm a cotton. Even said government will cast over 10,000 you don't have any moral right to even talk about this. Because Moody said budget Musa Mubama 5 interchange war Asante region, Baku boy, Mienu boy, Miensa boy, and 9 boy, and Noom boy. And it's even I did move from Mubay. Me person me ma no fatias, yes. Even the time now they have the men crown, they couldn't perform. Say you win the men, no, yet the Ghana and more mom the abaya day. Oh, he thinks that Ghana for Bessa, yes, I mistake in Ibium, say, almost say, call Machi Biomana. Any day at of Rakwa, me did a Ghana for Mutia meaning in any baby, ditch near Mra, or Mudia Kogumu. So they will not reverse for another 4th year or 5th year again. 80 of Amunian Tobasi at Abraka. Because baby, I'm Mukoyente said you correcting and say, you did 1 year, 3 months. And you know, money home to Mubokra. The men. That once the news that they were saying in opposition, we have the men. And now, when the men are more small boys, now man train you almost said the NDC. Yeah, bad first regime, or could ya Toma Braka, or Munomu, young boys say training or more, and they do a mobile, they are performing well. More men no kono mama Nkrano under training here.
Honorable Asensonom, young men,
Omuni training be
Omunya appointment.
And Pennyfua, Mutimi did a party one winning to the Maho. Mosa party when yes, and Famamo. If the men not say Omina, they all move away from the party. Alan Tramatin and Co. Omina caught men in Ako. Say, you have small boys, a mamma proper training, no move away. So these people, my platform, I may catch you say, for now, when they get even the platform, they should always apologize to Ghanaians. Say you buy you bet your minor bro, tia samun for your born in Cheye. But when it comes to matters of the economy, I dear for man no man who the movie. Because another be America. Dear your friends economists buy I went to me communicator buy out wabe. As I am your tune say ala je yenya udeni mahama yenya udeni mudi PhD in economics am I 17 cities and I the communicator aba this kwasi chei
e dey 17 cities
I dollar what I say. What they call 17 cities?
Dollar was 14.
Even granted.
Bank of Ghana rate there. Bank of Ghana rate there. More free akunya so no. Na a 14.78 something. Say 15 cities.
What do you 14 na channel?
Mate.
Me 14 na channel.
Mate.
Nanka Ghana. Mo amu say economist there. When it comes to economy, he have the master brain.
Yeah.
It is economists are background no am 14. Ne yet radio so near the communicator aba. Na communicator aba ma 10 point something na. What's I say the IBM now be kind of platform you should be. Yeah, I'm worker. It's your best them they should spare our ears so my action quite didi. No am cause it's a party in fret the mra. Na fair no come man tum na with time no 20 years time they be an Ghana for who mobo. Say 20 years time. E be na Ghana for hu omu mobo because am no omu boys no afi omu aye de ania
na mean 20 years yes na sense mu no mama ya ogokra mama
so mu ya che na me wo fa che ne wo fa asefo no so be take over because one soogrumi ne wo fa asefo so omu so mra anaso one so politically obi anu o ye politics a won grumi nipa
oh yeah
it bi a one so said ya lancha meti anya bi a ye de ne ko se gata mu no oh the way sit here eti baby a ya duru no baby a nam ne baby a ye kɔ no when you talk about budget ne ho nkro no ba de a ye de coffee fa ho de a enne Asante region eti here you can't even boast of any monumental project Asante for and Asante here wa Asante region ye betimi de ani akohu aka se we mu ba ye ma ye we yet ya the major road in Asante region ye ni wo ho pa ba ko ye so am interchange ba ko kra mu ko ho ma ntumi anye de enwie enama kotena se na Ghana for say mo modern monso ani we have the men no na ye kasa keke eti mo kotena chire na mo fa nsua no ma na mo san fanya dai emra 20 years to come cause sa 18 12 year ye do be dia grot said you know a friend say small team no one say young boys team no omuni mpanyimfo ne
academy for
what I say stop on academy for
mate
ye do be dia grow ma
yenko enim nko
galamsey say ye koro ene normal e koso o ma we no I think said they are really doing well.
Martin Vincent. The day the Vincent Asaribedi Akon ye former NDC parliamentary candidate Finso South. Ashanti Regional Deputy Organizer hopeful. Over.
Yeah,
with the 5 minutes now. Yenko
Omu kasakwa. Open. Omu intellectually dishonest people. Omu be this one answer about. And this not so sitting president. Ebe say o man no amaye pamono. And was aba. Oba yo be ka say before.
O ma sa be pamo.
And I make kan enti ono no
enti mo ma be pamo mo no mo so ma be pamo.
Da me kan say. Ka say the work ka say mu mia ma no no. O betra say no o te so amia na no. Anyom na ye dede.
Yes.
You had the opportunity to talk.
Yeah.
What's that wajene?
Yeah.
I don't know obi chana juna o say MPP for me a woman no.
Debbie.
What type of loose talk no?
Debbie of.
Omo mi o ma no say. Omo mi o ma no say. So we hwan enti na obi mi ana no. Ye beka. The first sitting president of Ghana ha ye pamo no. Aye John Mama. O man no be say no ntin ye pamo no. If that is per the argument I obeka. And a man nya na adwene say ono ne nkofo bi and atoto nkwala bi ana say young ones bi no mu ba o. Omu ti na ye. I say, woman your opportunity now come for 27 years. Omo mi ampanyi for no wu. Na ko be je okuja toni we no betimi anya post. Who fi say that time no ayi ya friend say who di ya no me ade wo wa. Okuja ton ko benya post. PNDC and oh please.
Alaji wudi ya yati ase.
Na make am say.
Alaji wudi ya ya de o ase.
Me ka say that time no. Aye kan ho asem no. Ana na wudi ya no muti ase no. What is okuja to bi nya post. Ni nyina no ne say
omanyinyini
tie me e pato tie me abetima ni nyina no ne say PNDC no a eye Rollins no onya kwan di akonwa no emfie du baako a wone ne nkrofo na ye adwuma o say nya emfie nwotwe e ka ho ma ne ko ye emfie du nkono enti mpanyifo na no mu party no no omu nyina nya position de didi omu nyina nya adwuma ne bi ye what I say
almost longer in
government etiana no sampanyifo na fimu na kan kola we dani ho prefect for no munya position a na nya wadwene se omu ye bibia ma say omu de ama youth. MPP on the other side, MPP try opposition 30 years old, if you care to know. Every time we bet to progress, Professor Buzi Afris, I take 30 years. 30 years, President Kofo Bafa Konya 2000, no.
Also, 2008.
Yes. Also, was a Sir Ellis, and a ho. A Hackman, no, our ho. A friend is saying, Satam, no, almost so our wow, Mobile Juma.
Yeah.
It's woman was a Satam, Momuya Jumano.
But Nady or Mayini.
Oh, they make us a woman.
Matthias.
Now, I say no Musa. They make can say. Those times, there were people I know almost penny for us at the time.
Yeah.
Some people for enya 27 years in office. Many nisi and Quebec or Basse, some penny for in our better swallow, on by your Juma sa time. No, the patriots they make us. But you know, young Chelsea from that angle. And there be Bia Kwamaham or no obey you no. No obey you no, you say, go bet me a befano on my post. Go penny for Nasa. And now I know
Anita di Soso.
Anita di Soso. Population census was what quite a man 5,000. No, neka. Also, quite a man 5,000 cities, 500 cities in it's some.
But penny for say penny for to say a comranti.
I do agree.
Yes, party they are also grooming our young men. No, Senior President Mahama in a friend say 1992, deba 96. One obey deputy communication minister. I didn't know when or the Ababe president.
Exactly.
He was groomed from baby.
Groomed, and I make us now almost almost is people. So almost so groomed.
Yes. Most of them grooming a crop of young men.
Yes. And you shouldn't be saying that. On only argument in America say a fraud. It doesn't work.
Still, you have the men.
The people are there to work. Now they are buying some phone. What was what buying yes is here. And Oklahoma teacher for you Chumuka. They are not being paid. What better won't come more. No, I say I know what as them pay deputy the men. Won't call for nothing for Oklahoma. We ain't Chumuka. Oko for your two music as well about 25. Your people.
Matthew of Yankoyanim.
Naja say.
Yankoyanim. Yankoyanim.
And some bien who I can be paying. And some bien ho. Oh, maybe you now the power mobi.
Some Kebiche Mampeni Mahama.
As I learn, I make a channel, me person draw attention.
Momo Kebiche President Mahama. So maybe
yes,
he's done.
And I make a channel. And I make a channel. And you will know. And I want anyone in some.
Yes, and yeah.
To me, no one some. And if I to tell you before, and I 20 years, and I want 1 year. One can say 2028 year, follow amount. Why you are? What my year was system? Now, their father can never go see Coco for no. What was your bro 25 in a minshell? Won't go to Abama. Over to Kakanka. Matova, baby, Trana. Omu Shasunya Jumano, said the Mukas by 24 hours, Yahukas all day bay. One Casa Crown, where you knew. So, dear, by him, by 24 hours, when I say, Yakwako Yewi. Okay.
What we are expecting. The Uncle Kwesiche, were a former director of communications for NPP. Asantamantama senior 10 and canon. Yen Twasso, Yanquenim, enough of a Francis security recruitment. And it did President Mahama Vincent, President said Ojitum, sending Crawford and DC for no Galam Senibi, and a maneko a day. Obviously, the president has been honest.
Yes. And it's factual. And no father, so I win him say, baby, our coffee fire in what the men call hobby.
Young Queen, near Galam say corner.
I said, okay, some bomb whom young can say, baby, I'm on me.
Vincent, young Queen, I'm a money dear. I'm a bomb, young Queen, nim.
They should learn from
young Queen.
They should learn from President Mahama.
Young Queen, Galam say, President Mahama say, Unim say, ahim for ye be. Onim say ne party for ye be. Onim say political parties ni nyina do mo agim. Na de okan ya me a year say o say we say Nemos akọ krobi so say ade say ye ba ne aba be ni yi. O say krom ho hene asori. Krom ho assemblyman asori. Krom ho mrante ni maba wa asori. Say o mo makwan ma Nemos so guess no e me correct ade na ebeku o mo amoma to ahye so gyafo no so. Osi baby a Ghana yaba bedro no nti se yan ka ne yan som ne nyina yan tusa menes na se ne ye tokoso aye ne se ya baby a ye bedro ne bia ye nyina no ye mpe officer president aye honest and a candid to a situation na ene ye woman on Galamsey.
Yeah, so what did say President Mahama?
O kan ya kwa de be for kuku. Baby a kuku ya ba bedru se Galamsey nyina ka ho ene ya ba bedru.
President
Baby a
Mahama
ye dru kuku.
Or your president I'll buy. I think say unemployment was around 50-something%. And currently he has reduced by 1% behind the every so.
13 point. Was it 13? Was it 15?
Yeah.
And it is a Swatiaba. Is it 12 point something?
It's around 13 something.
It's about okay.
1% difference or so.
Okay.
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 The say if you want to fight a certain canker, also who baby are free eba. And into this year by Sawasha.
Yeah.
And
me for somewhere infonia die screen is the state of some rivers.
River Beni.
Production team na mo me na yehu insukro
because I know say I think say no for now is better.
Okay. Okay.
They should identify us for us.
Okay.
Okay,
Mate.
That is why Antina Yena Yabase Bobo.
Yes.
It's not the President John Dramani Mahama or honest to us. And I like the post channel or the buy because Madame Fubako, Tamana me Tebaras no. He told me one thing or Kasim Beach Remy. Or this officer or coach for na say well win himself back and Sahana. When you go, don't single the person out because when you single the person out, would you qua men go you back free and I men go you being free or qua munina moya crom for the one ya crom for no back canunia or back or munina back was set for one particular thing, a son of Baya once Ubehunadian, one the way I miss each other.
Yeah,
I say be a any panai, and I dear be a but when himself back on Sahan, Mumu suspect to say be a bacono and alpha. It be a more corner straight.
Me bacho Vincent na ubusa say open sukrom bacho me producers in say River and Cobra and ye huni state say no.
Okay.
Enti we baby a wo kire say baby wo hono ma insuo na ni ye no. Un say this point afi na the efi no ebe join so hu ebe join ponum.
Okay.
So hu enti this is it.
What I say
enti so hu aha na wo hu ye. So yes.
I think say the American I don't think who coach crom for now all the word been see back so you end up missing the game. The president you know what two nyina wakan nyina ya furu. No it means say just say wa wo mu bibia.
The more politicians na mo saying so no. Sana president waka me
hu.
Mu nyina
because yen nyina ye ka ho bi na say wa wo nim say na anu ya no.
Ade no so dey
say
Vincent Meboa.
Asem okay obvious. You can't come and be on your radio because no kra na ama untumi gina court say ana anye no.
Yes.
Enti aba bi atwam ama ne nkrofo ayebi. Yenso yaba a president ama ya we say ahemfo ne nkrofo bi a wono ka na dwene mu ne nsusu ye opese woko edi brasie no. Sa ahemfo ne nkrofo bi ye de kotia no wo sa de no. Eno sa no sa asem bi say eba emu odu. Enti eba sa na the media should also help the president. And then we also go alongside to find out ahemfo mo so share kira o mo yesa na o manyina na o man ne be say ya de bia meka o. It's not only the president. Ye technocrat no so ka ho bi. Because sometimes normal bi wo wa o mu kra timi hihye ba abra unim ho hwe.
Am hihye de be hye mo.
Am be hye no de ase okon. Asam no ba. E na won say Ghana de ma asam no ye de ne say asam bia ba ye be ye ne politics. Inti se ope bone adi a unya diwie ye na no akɔhye amanyokuo ba akwachi
akɔgyina people na
NBC because where does why are the bone na nko be condemn no because of so person we any power nti
ye ba be gyina wachi
ba be gyina ho na ye kan wudi mayam miem frama no ntum ana miem to bo hu nsama bi mbeka. But when the table turns, it will be a different ball game altogether. Intimidate be ameka, me galam say, opa kohwe me videos e wo mo sister stations baako. Tama ye wo opposition. I spoke against it. Intine yaba power no me nkaka se galam say ya de papa. Why is a essay yensu? We know said there are places I bet my galam say ya ensensu. But when it comes to the water bodies, eba nsuo de ho a me I will not come here and say ya de papa.
I'm say ho na offer sika so ntem.
what I said, na sika phantom ni nyina no Ghana akɔwie say even Ashanti Gold no kra na ye first sika move face ye no e di ade na atimi a transform wo kro na ye ka ho asɛm and now we mining site kra e kro no kra no kɔ an ye bia te say upon sika ye fa nyina no ye de ye den
and then will come and so a Sanko Gold na man so
for no me fa I think say me fa man so baby kwa ye wo ho na wo ba kro no na sɛ wo duru wo na sɛ e mabunu ni party kro no na wa ma wo kro say ya na sometimes all of them you blame it to the government it just say one kasa no so no sabi no osa mutumutimi sole because me dey be am kasa we nti na dey be am na we afia kenta wonya ne ba bi ko me bo na ba so the chrome of so say na wo ho let us bear the ho nana ye kɔ ne nkyɛn ne ni di nkɔmɔ amanfo de ba ya o se sika ne de menya na menya wiase bibi ana at least me nana minya ka credit minya intini me say asase no na masi mansion ne ho nkro no ba na intini maba o muso be den it's true intina ma offense so de bia kan ye fa share ye friend mo ani nko tie na nanom o mu dwene to wo daache ti se mabunu mu nso maba me de bia me kase o mu ba be say no ma ne ho no o mu yusu ye ya wo ho na ye sa no ma no nti se wo tena wo na ya brante wo ya beba wo ye obi ana mo pene ma sa no ma na wo ka se koto kromo wo se de na no me hwe o mu social media one hwe ya wo si wo sa wo ko stop ya kro no nkrofo na be sa abo and such a situation they na obetimi aye because they have the numbers and me kan wo fidie so ne se kro bia ya na adwene se o magalam se nkoso a there's no government there's no government who can push so to me it is say yenya ye hwe ya setena mu de ne ye bedi de ochina ye bedi nko ade a ene ye be jojo say and it could be seminamu a position they may come and rubbish what we are saying they may but it will go we will come here and talk about the same thing
it's true
and you know where we are heading towards now is better. Se community na ye mine ne ho nkro no ahemfo ne nkrofo mu wo krom so mfo mu nyim moa na ohene mpon no no amu ensuo de na sam ne ye kan ye o ensuo de ne ye kan
o de se ya asase pete so a mo betima ye de
na even cry no some of them last me sakwa ye wo bosomo frɛ ho me fa ayi wo no adanse ho no ba bi na wura mu some of them we can do acclamation as then na ma land no class I more better
it's true
but yes too I don't know you are making money without thinking about the next generation so what I say you are making money without thinking about next generation
akatakata manano so amasa
say you su biem
ebitime dua me ebitime dua
it is asika na nka wo de wo se ma wo sika no enka wanya mu bi no fa mu bi sa ye sa no ma no ma ye ho nya de entoye and when it comes to galamsey issue there meaning some of us once we are opposition we condemn it we are in power we will still condemn it ti de ya kan nyina na say baby aduru no I was say yenso a ye wo society no mu no assembly man for ne mpanyimfo mu wo mu na they are intimidating the namos ne water guide for ne nkro no ban it's not fine you may think sir who pesikana be sit down wo kumase but who sit down wo kumase we are one day you surely go there
you go
and
back
you surely go there because untimi nya okuro mu ntum be fa kuro bia
there be
nti ye be stre say nobody is saying say because of employment issue we agree say you should do it but do it in such a way say it will not have effect in our river bodies na yenso a ye wo mu na kro no ye dia no say kro no ene de bia me kan official kro say na wusim na ye wadwen say okoye mania e kro no nyina na be ba be sori agina wo so wo de wo se wo na wo land ministry give license me enhwe
na so ye hwan director
what I say give license me enhwe give license me enhwe
me kai say na mampo hene ti ase na mampo hene ti ase mampo kunim kata bi bai mo de omo say wo ye be ma si ho no mo say oba be ye
ye wa hemfu bi a o matimi de omo na si fom
offenso man hene na mampo man hene no
ya ha hemfu bebra o kro ma bi wo o matimi de omo na si fom
it's true
Eti ade na de aka no so yentimi moa.
And say
enya ni nyina na wo nsuo ho. Eti de wo nsuo ho kakra no ntimo ma ya nsuo no kra ya dodo sei.
Mo nsuo na yesei.
Na yesei.
Akakra na ye wo no. Yesei ni sa all in the name say.
Ade a some of us no ya nya nipasu na ya dwene sika ho a sika no sika na beduru baabi no usa di sika na ba sa hwe ho yale. Wasa di sika na sa hwe ho yale. Mentina me in politics I've learned a lot. Especially when your platform no now you watch inside the ball man chrono the bear you end up who coffee out the back show diabetes no hypertension where you would be make catch no the law of karma is rare. Dia bi a we bia no nya human sentiment no na fire bibia we dey o dey
human face dwene nipa ho
what you say eti mu ye we nyi na de na mo say ya na say me call site wo no baby fo free baby na abo mo say ye kuro no mo kwa
bo say nipa no kasa na oka no oka se french bi ofi togo
ti no Burkina bi ba kwa ye wuti wa mo bi free Burkina be say u kuro yeti wo hwe now we are wasa akoye me de bia me kan president de nanado okoye ene wo dwi na homi o ene nsuo na wo no te wo na wo di ya yi no ene wono bi o ene president Mahama obekọ ensuo nkọ atwe kura na wono de obenya bia ye de
oh yes
na me ne we anti community no yanso yentimi nsori nyina ye na so
that's true
iti baby aduru no ya say den no ja yenso yetimi mrantie no kukuru ni ja ya kika no so bejai iti ye kukuru no mrantie e wo kuro no mu a sa na o ma na ekoso assembly manfo ne ahemfo mu wo no sede mu ada ahemfo na tumi aya ama na yeye no mo nso betimi aya ama na yeye
it's true
mo fancy say ye pan so mo those who are doing it call them they will come. Me that time now was saying say ehun hia say ye de na amos ana den na beba we should have the friends say ahemfo
community
na work community no any MDC ni MC your more community no say mo amotena o makro no say dia wala it doesn't take somebody to come from Accra to say so obi nya de no abrayen so ye ni tuamu ye hunu de ekoso ye hu
abajo so ye that ye screen so sisi almost say river ye nsu the way screen is so see a river ayensu
so on the city no but I think say president by you will be wa you improving kakanga it's not the best and yet no you share Ghana football but we know say once I hear communicate me ya me kasa in Ghana here there is one thing we have to champion attitude na ye di e boy e brand because mentality ni nye attitude ni nye eti ade bia ye bia na obi ya aban adwuma I don't see the reason why ye run aban adwuma yes ya boka me den time na me wo private institution na me wo charging institution ade ba kwa na me can say I'm not afraid of any government competition because minim kwa me be fa so me BT wo mo because even if I motivate my workers small they will give me more output than omu but obi ti wo nipa ba akofo no nko abefom ni nyina na ma obi afili relax nti won say aban adwuma na agu so the city inti ya dwene your mentality no gon
Mate Vincent
o kwa ye so mu no de ne professional e de ne force o mu ye show mu ba mu no de no mu ko training
o mu de
ma unia
Mate
yense sa ye suban ne the way ye si dwene no nya sa enam chinifo nchirima ne de o mu be se kwa o mu ko yeah okay so the city inti mu anwi nchirima no ho na yemfa nyansa ne nimdi a yetimidi ya ensensuo no yemfa nyesa ne be ya ebeboa
the Vincent Asarbedi akon we dey discuss no like as many aje over galam say president I honest o say more politicians no mo na mo hyehyade nim o say onim say the party for ye bi NPP for ye bi ahemfo ye bi ye do a pointer even soldier for no kra bana ye be protect ade na ebe kum no na kuruma ni nyina sore ye to ahye soldier for
okasa keke
hey over president Kase
okasa keke hypocrisy na ye wo mu Busa Vincent since when ohun sa dey way
And some more can
and some more can in a sense one who here. And I do better now, better Kunyana said, you should all come together. And only one they come together. Konako stop Wadeno. Konako stop Wadeno Namunya Dedeno. We want the problem solved. And that Casa. And I was in our money. One I didn't go for the call. And I was so a free time. By your press conference, no? And I might say, there were 4 million people involved in Galamsey. It is a bus of Umu Pamoma, and then Umkodi. What have I say? One also saw Galamsey and so. Or buy and cocoa no dancing. The interest no good in the so. It's Mahama or no yet a nebula of Galamsey. He enables them because Omhon yet to free. Now over only Paco to the neighbor, no torn arbitra. I don't know which me I can so nyai. One was the kutupa. So on yadeno. Muma yet say idea. Se Ghana ye pesi stop Galamsey no. Ye beti me for soldier 4, I will me Ghana 4. That's a soldier 4 no ya more hoden. I have more hoden. Within 2-3 weeks, Galamsey will be a thing of the past. Sana mukache. And a mobile soldier 4 in our musem. Post wo musem. One him was wo musem. Now must no more quiet. Then no bet me. Then no bet me. And then a buaka or Simo over catches say, you should honor him for the iron bomb day. Oh, my, you want 2 minutes say, you man, I will say, and I am for 9 for you. But of all, see a drew point. Oh, you no point. Yeah, politics at politics. Na ye hunu say, o mani de yaba bedro ni ade na be kuyan. Me ba to ti ade na be kuyan ka kuyan. Tie nto aso. Me ba. Me ka sam no. Ba ba te na tie mi ka. Ba te ofa. Se wa, se o de mi no. Ba te ofa. Ofa si. Ah, ofa. Me ka sa no tie mi. Ma te ofa. Ka se be kuyan ka kuyan. Ate se we no. Adamo ni foi. Wo mo ne nkofo ani yesu jagum. But if I say you do me, I do you. Maybe I do no. Ate was a man record na da ho. It do set records in the street. Yes, after the drew point in the na yet say a drew point na na you say do. Omo penti picture we say MPP for no. And na ye Galamsey. It is MPP for ye two omo free so. Galamsey no will be a thing of the past. They told us say in 3 weeks and I say in a month no I was here to me ye Galamsey free. Some judge in penny phoning na ma yet say Galamsey ni there a MPP for no and a ye. And the MPP for no and I was here hold responsible. My memo slide back on F. 20th of April 2021. 10 years. Some judge in Kaseɛ. On any NDC for no and Umukasi. I say, make a last one. Last paragraph, maybe I send you now, bet me the amount. Okay. I say, let's call a spade a spade. Tamani Yakase, young I am a boom, young Cassie, a bit me a quote ya deno. Not Kwakuboy. On any call for Obenum, no moon now Galamsey site Kase, Munkona Munkoye. Mahama ba obian koye wo videos no it wo mu kasa Dr. Tony Obe ne kwakubo ne wo kai so ne kwakubo video bi ko viral pa e dia no na wo mu nim se satam na ye nananom na wo se wo mu bebo a hypocrisy no make no e bi no tie Sam George was say let us call a spade tie ni look, the people who are the kingpins of illegal mining, illegal small scale mining in Ghana today are the people associated with the people sitting in the flat top house. What the question says? Okano Dabe. Okano 21st. Okano on the 20th of April 2021. 20th of April 2021. Okay. I say let's call a spade a spade. Fakochi mumana. I say kanokre. Look, the people who are kingpins of illegal small scale mining. Or more dig Galamsey muntinti my pa. In Ghana today. And Ghana imu. Are people associated with the people sitting in the flat staff house. Or money a more pedinfoneti mampeni atna yen ekoba. Yes. People sitting in the ministries in Ghana. Or more motia bear say. People sitting in MPP national and regional offices. They are the ones behind the Galamsey. And per this script, Ufa Uyifi ho, na baby MPP saying now the NDC in the constitution. And I want to know flat staff house. I don't know. But for Ningina president. Oh, me ba president Neso. Janu mame. Oh, mame, how many minutes? Now me find me president. Mama 15 minutes any a Vincent Nyano. Is it where you should be
6 minutes.
So we those who are sitting in the Flagstaff House, not just a Mahama no muti ono and and that also mean those who are sitting in the party offices now, and the NDC party offices for. And then Ubekate say, woman a tight galamse nechia. Not just a Mahama and Kofu ya and a techi. Kiss a Mahama and Kofu in a techra. A better than what me asked for the Namana ye. Better than what me asked for what they will say Amana a ye. What's stop on and stop because one casa and the general woman yes edumediano. A fair toss will be ono. Peter be almost 20 years the bar bonting, say a MPP for na yeno. Another MPP for na galamse no. A good tembia. Never was me come Ghana for United as they say. Woman mum and a best say adeno. And this one never say no. And on we be says MPP for. But the IBS send Dominic. But at 2013, Mahama gives up on Galamsey. Mahama Nanetiso. He gives up on Galamsey.
Date bay.
I date in a year. 16th October 2024. Date in 16th October 2024. And I story in the buy. But we'll give you
16th October 2024.
2024. Now the Omu year 2013. Ubet me a Kogogo says here. Ubet me a share. Mahama gives up on Galamsey fight. That is 2013.
Okay.
2013 now Obeba 2016 9 September 2016. Galamsey threatens cocoa sector. The Deputy Minister of Water Resources, Works and Housing, Samson Ahi, and a casa. Galamsey no eted. Galamsey worsened in 2010. Time of President Mills, Ekojina.
Yeah,
sad
yeah.
Galamsey plunges Ghana into water crisis.
Yeah.
And also 19th February 2016.
2016, yeah.
What I say? Minister gives up on fight against Galamsey. Ayariga, 15 September 2016. 35 illegal miners collapsed in Galamsey pit. 28 September 2015. Adi American in Archer say. And ya dia sa Galamsey asemno. Eye MPP fobi na kofa bibi baye. Satama MPP baye no na agin sam. And what His Excellency the President, and not drunk Kufuado say, or the presidency in the better. But in Kofo way, a petty picture bit is ono, and a kofa bar or barbecue. What they make an assay. And what in the net, a corner aya diamo woman. They cannot fight it, as say, one casa, what Ghana water bodies polluted. Ghana Resource Commission.
Water Resources Commission,
yes,
13th
September.
2017.
Yes.
About 60% of Ghana's water bodies are polluted, with many in critical condition.
Yes.
And the Water Resources Commission
What I said?
Has said, yes.
And this is for Croya, my out here. One of the Bush of one and this for no, and a best I sense you know. But almost be plenty picture with MPP the Diaba. MPP na Baba say no. It's my point I'm making in an say. So now what Basa open see a fight here. When they play God. Don't pretend to be say, and I was here in a kabum, and I was here, yeah, ran here because kabum wakoye. Namos no one kofa by, nam kofa by. Yeah, the gallant stop we buy. Must the gallant stop no and juma. Mama Bekacha or the AI, and I be fighting gallant say. But this is all aware of that.
Yeah.
It's AI in a way. Or bet transfer 1 year, 3 months ni. Oka was say me buy and chair. Now buy and chair, now ube bumpy. First day now you starting market. And our days are less than 1,000 days. It's a memo Pia mechanic say buy and chair. Oh buy a chair, what you pay? Or buy an obviously Korea. Or Korea no and kada or days from now. It ye account from the day I will buy store of Nenum is so I know near the kind. It what banners in Suno I take it all this months. Then Suona say ya. My excuse. Seven crop for it to crop for the day. Stop them. Uduti no. And now we are always or Casa was say, was one commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, which is rightly so. Now, commander in chief, now you not say airport to say, now because and crop only become it's any day. It was it chain and stop woman as a quasi day. Stop the people. Yeah, Jumano. Opa yenaka this time after 1 year, 3 months, no, I can't be my resource. I'm young with some na me can say, when we galamse na ya pamu woman. And I baby do you say, and yeah, a man I fe. And then soon I know Musi a dirty no, or with the ya teche. At a chat, and people who class and on your bisa. and adani ateche and na ye bi de cheye no it moral justification ko omo de kasa no ne say edu tem omo timi kasa MPP for ni moral justification to talk but they had moral justification to talk in 2017 you had the moral justification to talk and then there will be any moral justification o kasa ya say shut up when you know he gives up news item but 2013 giving up the fight against Galamsey they did Opo sesi atama yariga eka sesi no womun twaso kra no they were there talking so womun twaso that was October 2016 and womu give you up say baby adena do there yetimi fight bio listen anado about
to sesi yenya ne dey
sesi ade mahama be ne so be stop wo mo lekima no
ye duro no
one be kwa na ko stop no
yenyina
timi nya hwe odi abayan so be kasa Udi abayansa obekasa Libya boga you cannot do foko ye nyina ye den de ba ne nyina be ye
over insone say come no mi no
ye nyina ba point ne say wo be ye den say see okay boga de na be
yes de be yan say ye be kosoa ne a chekere
sana ne ye kosoa ye kasa wo mu say ewu hia na na do dan kwa kufu ado na ye to the extent kwa say obi timi gina abontene and this boy bi etimi gina abontene say ni fie kwa otu Galamsey otimi gina abontene kan onim se nya no kran so no waka wo de ade na ye politics e de aba baji tumi a afa de stop house ye nyina ye nka mom ni enye so we dey say we say how can we we say better na yetime ne wo mu ye Galamsey yes aka bom si ye fight uni voice no me fama yes ano kai
yeah
we say better obi o ye Galamsey de wo be ka tese ye ni mumu a ye ni bom say obi o ye criminal no how can we join criminals to fight ene enso na say Galamsey ne koso wa ba gia tum se wonkofo no na eye na wan kasa so wa be ka che se ye mra me bom ne ye nka na ayi be sento so tia na wo se ye ka bom na nananom ni hwe a wo mu ye boa go and stop them wa ko ti namos for corner se agofo ko bu omu a wa wonkofo na bu omu
over ne basa omu bisa enye omu
na me say Western region omu ankasa tebe omu MP
me kai say was it Collins Dauda constituency?
Yes.
Alaji Collins Dauda constituency.
Yes.
Now, serious.
And what Western region, Omu chairman baako, onu na koso na amos ni mu se omu ameka antre no, and omu kwasite ho. Omu bo omu mini mu so da fo mini mu se, e wo se ye be ka kire na ansa omu akwasite.
But for nyina president Ajiatum say Wajiatum say the party for ni bi wo mu.
Go and stop them.
NPP for wo mu.
NPP for nim. Obi o NPP bi amonche no. Obi o ya MPP bi amonkoche no because already mama ya tia say MPP for na omu ye Galamsey entini ye tu omu a ye pam omu free so a Galamsey no be the thing of the past and then ye tu MPP free so enti ye na abeka tell say MPP for ni ba bia MPP for omu amonchi omu ankoda no ana ye sa ana onu ankasa so ni ti wom ni na wom ni nsa hwem o support sa de na omu ye no o support
na so support anka enkofanka president me kasa se
kasa no beka because they say oni bibia ka bio
mate
wadi ka che say wo mu ankasa nkrofo no anu ankasa ka che say 4 million people and wo mu didi free Galamsey no
o kanda be
at time on the press conference I say there are 4 million people over 4 million people engaged in the illegal mining what I say near pam wo mu a mu ankasa mu nipa bi ne ko bisa question
okay
with the press conference say voice no wana me boa
okay
yes it no so what can we ya na dey catch on say unya 60% of gold now purchasing from small scale miners let's what catch say small scale mining unya be say 2 billion 60% na say 60% na say there's a watching more of illegal mining for no gold no than even gold papa a small scale miners na dey ba eti wo na wo so mu so no mu ye
mate
me mane me tra han kan che kwam
me da say
me ti kra so kasa
Kwesi Che were former director of communications for MPP wo Ashanti region Vincent Kwesi Che say ade no eye mo na makofa ba
sound say o kasa ye nyina na menim say ba bia ye head towards no at least obe my solution
I don't have to give you solution
it is here na kire say ono ankasa mu na wote ha no we naked oni solution ene se Ghana for cry o madwen se NDC yentimi solve Galamsey kra na omo ni solution omo de ba omo de ane se president Mahama kan enti sa na te de a onko solve So it means ideas ni nyina asa. Well, this it means ideas na wo ni nyina. Enti the only thing me propose na the other way. I propose a solution. And I say nananom ne community na wo timu na ade na ekoso na ha wo no. Adachi ebe ma wo be wo ni nchirima no ba ko nan ebe nwie no na eka bom ne ho nkro no ba no. Mo anso mutimi muso moa e masa na o ma ne nyina anya de to ntwa. Enti ye nua no MPP for de se na me nu kese ikura no. Granted say President Mahama say ebi kura na onye na galamsey nu nko enti omu bedi mamu no kura omu ni solution de maye. Enti they are not alternative for Ghana. So what I say because we be ankomo na ye koi. You say sometimes you mu bi wa me say aka no manya me 40 years. Teche se mi nyini. Enu nti no there was some talks bi wa me meka because the nti a me meka ne say me wo ma o mo so o mo ba ti sa ma no so no say that chi bi no o mu free that communities ni bia o mu so mbe yede enu nti bia bia ya duro no say NDC for kind MPP for kind is it how we should rule the country edinti sa na ye nyina ye nyenkwa na ye mpanyimfo na ye yaba no na da bia NDC for ka say MPP for ka say CPP for ka say ni ye ja hokọ na ye gusu ye de ye ya na nti I think say yakwa ne sa de a ene emwa nti na me de I'll use your platform through challenge ama community asa na o ma nyina ekọ na nanom ahemfo mo community ni mu said they also have stake in their community kuro no eyomu dia asase na o mu mbefa ne kwa asase na o mu to free land owners ne ho asase na o mu to free ahemfo no ho asase na o mu to free kromafo no ho enu ti o mu so betimi aboa ama yetimi de ye kan nyina because me nyini se me mine ne me wona amfofo bi a omu yesa na o ma ne bi koto asase no
omu ye no illegally na say
every mu ye no illegally so what I say and they wanted to
omu ye no insuo mu na say o ye no asase pa so
and they meet me because me ko omu site so it will be difficult for me to say
okay Matias
but omu komodie no omu dia asase no omu koto free asase wura na omu okuro no so no
ta asase bia so wo
wura eti we ya kanyina no e kire say problem no se ye nyina ye adwene se ye beboa wa asase ne ye wode ano beboa wa kuro ne ye wode anana no beboa within a twinkle of an eye we can solve the problem because ye nuanom MPP for there se ye di o machi ni ye sa akofo mu playback ye kan ye media me mfa ne say granted say NDC for kan no nko no ba enti no sam me say ya o highway MPP NDC aba ya famu bi pen MPP aba ya famu bi pen na ye da so say betena asase betena studio one asa beto anansesam and Bahamas to go ndie without proper solution die ne nim ne ye ne aye nim ne ye ka and I don't even expect those talks no say ye ko ye nim no ye be kasa ansem we because it means say basa dia ne ye pese ye ma o man no ekoto aminam for us to gain power. Then it means we are power conscious without thinking about the people. Which I think, sir, it will be very painful to me when we politicians you begin to do this. Because per the command cost wa idea. HSA MPP NDC ayana meboa. And they say ye kwahin ye bahin. We should move from that and find a way. Yes. Me dey be san han me ba wa video so me ka. Me se wo yetimamuni na ba bi ba na wo adwuma ekoso na obi bi na the political color koto aba e ma sa ba ni fra ba mu na wo ye wadwen se wa ba ba ma wo atowa. Wan hwe ya wo be bo nsa no. Etimi de bi ade me kan se baby a wo ankasa ema wo development ama wo to no fall there koho and say ubi so beto aba mo party cry different but don't go and destroy your business
because of politics. Such
what I said, you show him the kind of politics I do. Yeah, movie or politics no. Adia Namedia chair gift. Me call me constituency. Like I don't know mama niti. Because me who say nipa ba me nchen ne nipa ehia mwana you are able to offer to them. I feel happy.
Wow.
Me adia mama niti wo wiase pa ne say me tuwe pa na me nipa obi atimi ana me so am obi aka say me nya away and na me so because time me call election and crofo time me hospital operations ni hania me ye no offense no. At least Mr. Save will be the person can say something good about me. Yes. This is what the things and achievement are. I will say we have to aim for. Yenya power ni we na nipa nyina wu a na nipa nyina fra asase we so a na yakoya na ye bai. It's true. I don't think we ever say whether NDC has done it or MPP in the point of equilibrium economics no we have all met at the point of equilibrium. You've done it and you've done it. So now what should we do? Going forward,
Martin Vincent.
Let me buama ye go economy no ana o man ye nya yasumdue enu ntimi de me passionate appeal I'm pleading to ahemfo ye man wo ho community assembly man for ye wo ho ye tons asene mo omu ye no we should also think about the bigger picture.
Matias
enu be boa ye amaye ye di ya amanyofo ne me ni akwasi chewe ya betra ha ya papa wa ne dia ye be so omu kutupa ama ubeduru ba bi no no tikumase o da kama oha o ni bi oha enso kwa hwe na do ha ba o do ba num kra ba dia ma o
Mate the Vincent has already come over go say
they ba ko ne say power conscious no eno na de ne tia nema wo keka ye e fa galamse ho na do tia ne wo de o koje power ne wie ya obi kan ho asem ase di ba ko ne ye power conscious nana wo de o kasa na wo de ye den etian ko fa equilibrium bia ma equilibrium bia ni ewiasim ha ba bia
over munya nsi equilibrium no
tese onu no ade no wa ye age won faso awie
ejozozo
age won faso awie a wo ko kan wasem sen me na ba betime fo already what catch some people for kwa mu hia wo mafutu you told us point blank in parliament the parliament okra ye pa yen so nko na ye pa yen so nko anu abetina ka se kwazi che bra betime fo a me beti wo fo amu afa me ba beti wo fo ama wo wafa eti me no ni afutuo ya dia konya na ma se twese ye nsuo na di beti that is what Ghanaians are expecting from you anu na Ghana for hwe wo ho nti betina aka se na o mu ni bibia o mu ka ye wo ye dwuma e wo nema ye di sisi ho Ghana for no tu so mu de ne se mu na mo ba be ye wo mu ma ye ti ase se mu de mo ba 2 weeks 3 weeks krawa mo be solve problem no eti 3 weeks na ba anya 1 year 3 months na onya ya me a wo de me be kam no ene de ye di solution by say di kan no you see geological services department wo mu na be take control over all the lands but bi bia sika kokko wo bia no minerals ne kan anya de wo mu de na si gold bauxite ne diamond ne manganese na de o ya ne ya say minerals ni nyina no aya friend say geological services for no na be hwe no motimi am put out but bia resources na kasa na eden ewo
egudie be mo maye hunu aha gudie wi se no okay
na fe ye wi a ya make sure say licensing regime no abeye mre say de ebe ka say obi ko pe license e take no 6 months 8 months no nya bi no ye be ma licensing regime no aba form na fe ye pay resources in the form of a bank for sa gold mining no and sa minerals bank say be ya umbetimi nya bosia no man ka say bank no mu yo matimi dia to mu excavators na de ana bibi o mu behia no de aye adwuma aba sa no say wo Libya Boga and a 1 year concession. Ya concession no say geological for na catch or say ewo Owia TV asia.
Yes.
Opa na oba. Ya fe na okwa kotu tutu ba bia hwe say okoye sampling.
It's true.
Wakonya osika every bank ho. Wonya osika free bank ho unim say why committed. Et won ko fa China ni bi so omra meboa wo. Wonya sika wo de be kwa koto. Eno ne hyehyɛ papa MPP forecast ye ba ye be ye. Uwie ye no so what to gold no what is ka kokɔ no. Bank of Ghana eto through the friend say PMMC, Precious Minerals Marketing. Now, if you hear the Bank of Ghana,
the Nabe Gold Board,
the Nabe Gold Board, yet me I talk ne yɛde bi asebu yɛde bi ayɛ deɛ ɛpɛ sɛ yɛde yɛ ɛno na ɛbɛma yɛ sika gyina ho no atumi agyina ama ne ho ayɛ den saa nhyehyɛ wei ɛna yɛde ba bɛto abɔnten ɛde kyerɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ Ghanafoɔ mo mu akwanya no mo a moyɛ minus no a mokɔ no mobɛtumi akɔ in bulk te sɛ deɛ yɛka nnipa bom ma mu busia no mobɛtumi akɔ in bulk ayɛ lances no regime no wɔ mo am hɔ sɛ nnɛ yɛka sɛ Ashanti regional baabi a yi no wɔ kasa bi a wɔboa ase anaasɛ mankranso anaa baabi no the lancing regime no bɛwɔ hɔ no wahwɛ sɛ yɛ lancing mo group yɛ lancing mo leader no wɛn panyimfoɔ mu nsa hyɛ aseɛ wɛn mo anya sika a mode bɛyɛ adwuma moto wie a yɛabɛtɔ yɛtɔ wie nso a Bank of Ghana no de ama PMMC no nso so atumi de aba yɛtumi asiesie no kama na yɛde asɛbu ɛwɔ bank wate aseɛ yɛde bi akɔtua yɛ ka yɛde bi ayɛ adwuma ba mo no mo baayɛ no mogya yɛ gum mo deɛ no mo ne biribi a mo hyehyɛ o mo deɛ no ne sɛ Namos ɛna Namos yi yɛwɔ ha sei no ne yɛnim sɛ regime bi abadada ama yɛakɔfa saa ɛfrɛ ne sɛ ayi yɛakɔfa ɔmo de sɛ
mokɔfa bi ba is Operation Vanguard
ɛne ade enti ɛnɛ question ayɛ ne yɛbusa no nyinaa de sɛ ɛdɛ me adeɛ different ɛna ɔmo ba ɛwɔ ma yɛ ka kyerɛ me ɛdɛ me adeɛ sonko paa na NDC foɔ ba yɛ wɔn ma yɛ sɛ wɔn de bɛ fight galamsey ade kora na ɛnɛ mo ka kyerɛ sɛ yɛn ɛni kwasi yɛkyekye wɔn mu a wɔn yɛ galamsey no nyɛ saa na wɔn ka yɛ ɛni kwasi ɛnɛ na yɛkyekye wɔn mu mɔ ɛnɛ bɔsi yɛkye wɔn mu ba na wɔn moto si wɔ kora yɛbɛba abɛhyɛ no wate aseɛ ɛnɛ ɛno na wɔn mu yɛ ɛnɛ yɛ no mo te ase yɛ yɛ kasa yi NDC foɔ yi kɔ a excavators wɔn hye no wate dɛ meka na se ɛnɛ NDC foɔ yi kɔ a biribi bia ɛwɔ sɛ wɔn yɛ ɛwɔ ɛfɛ ne sɛ ɛwɔ sika kɔkɔɔ no ho bia no wɔn yɛ eti no ayi dan na wɔbɛba bɛka kyerɛ sɛ sɛ sika na wɔde akɔ sɛ sika na wɔde gold na wɔde ɛkɔ no wɔde kɔ ne sɛn ɛnneɛma na yɛ dada na mo si yɛ nyɛ no ɛno ana na wɔyɛ bibi foforɔ bi ama ba ne yɛ wɔn hyehyɛ papa yɛ de aba ɛna mo ba yɛ nso so no gold na wɔwɔ hɔ nso mo twa di sika yɛ pɛ gu wɔn nso a mo hwia ada no mo yɛ saa pɔno na no ɔden Ghanafoɔ a ne yɛ adwene sɛ ɛnka yɛ gold a yɛwɔ yi yɛde bɛgu hɔ na nka yɛtumi abɛhwɛ nkyirima no nkɔfoɔ wei abɛtɔn adi ɛnti mo deɛ mohu gold no mo ho hwee mo asɛ yɛ nneɛma no awie ada no meba ha na meka sɛ wohwɛ saa world report yi a hwɛ report yi na bobɔ adeɛ ma me previously hwɛ report no nkronkro wɔ Africa ha
yes mekai say the last time now bobo so Algeria
no more say
previous 174 tons
2026 almost saying
yes
I know that one I know you're saying
176 yes
Africa the next one
of a dozen
what they bobo Ghana
and aba bedru Ghana previous 37.06 tons say abaye 18.6 tons.
She had 50% of the gold. What on 50% in the year and what on December? And then what's the crater? I say, Yakoto at the corner amra. What ton 1.2 billion and then Yakoko ton 2.2.
Matiofa.
And you know, at the end of the say, now why not going to say, gold no, the best say or mine. And I'm Mahaman's what jet to himself, but make sure say. Galamsey na kosoro.
Oh, Debbie.
I don't think I may back.
Debbie offer. Okay, sir. President na isi aye born in near chere we are singing na. All kachire omiti organized labor. Enra. And all chere omo se baby aya ba bedro ni. And o gitum.
Utie. Sa time na wo ba na onyin tumu.
Ba ne wa ba wa giatum.
Oboa. Ayaza because they see a baby aye dro.
President yaza.
Oh yaza because baby aye dro no kan bibi enye ye. On the means I bio. And it will go to another microphone count and microphone count. When you are away from the way one. Day one. On Ampina, Omukacha and say, or him for no call your casa, or ye galamsey, Yanchana, Yakosi say, what is a Mahamakasa? What the meaning now? Omo ye galamsey or ha, I what is Wakasa?
Of a medasi.
President Mahama, dear. Nensashem ne na wom
mate medase
God no ana ope
Vincent Adjumre so medawase
announcement no
I am fancy
the first announcement oye no
of your pole mate of medase okay yes anope on my hene we say no a happy birthday I Grace been a picture no kra ho fe bi
ono em fa no ho ma ye you to the o
Kwesi je ye there.
Yeah, na TV aduru no man bokra ope.
Kaja ne say,
but I want to assure him say, yeah, you be ma man.
Wo nya jam o betimi am man na jira wo.
Yeah.
Wo man mo say no ko, wo si wo man.
Mate, ye bezi ya.
Betimi am man na ka ye.
Over Kwesi je. Former Vincent Asarebedi Ako Enka, or your former NDC parliamentary candidate to offense so a South Motenenka, and they Oba NDC Deputy Ashanti Regional Organizer Motenenka. Of Akwesiche, a former Director of Communications for MPP, Asante Mantema, so a National Coordinator of Persons with Disability on a National Coordinator. Thank you, you are Robert Dambo Babeka, who about 20 me ama producer so mo yeah, and I just say the number no baby. I was afraid the Mosia saying Yakopon Yadoma, Echna, Yabesa Cinema Trasibio, and Muntie Jimedie so on Owia Television and a precise 105.9 FM. So I was for sorry.